The beautiful fishing town of Kirkcudbright sits on the southwest coast of Scotland. Jenny and Michael spent £94,000 on the remains of a 600-year-old farmhouse, complete with over 5 acres of rugged Scottish land. Designer and architect George Clark followed their progress.
Is this something that you've always dreamed of doing?
I love the countryside. We both love the countryside, haven't we? For me, in the job that I was looking after a chemical plant. A lot of the time, especially when the kids were smaller, I would often just get home after they'd gone to bed and everything, so I never really had much time to spend with the kids.
To top it all, I mean, he had a heart attack when he was 29.
What?
Through stress, through work.
You had a heart attack at 29?
I thought, well, is it all worth it? Is it worth carrying this on for another 20 years and probably never getting to an age of retiring? Or is it worth just saying no?
People probably think we're absolutely mad, but I mean, the house is only the small part of it for us. It's the land, the views, the kids being happy.
And here we've actually got a life. We've got a family life. We've got everything here to be able to live and enjoy life as a whole.
You haven't got a house yet, though?
No.
Look at it!
Yeah.
This certainly is a ruin, isn't it?
That's an understatement.
Just a bit.
Allegedly, Mary Queen of Scots stayed here at one point and everything. And
No.
Yeah.
Shall we go and have a look inside? Come on.
Okay.
It may have been a ruin, but it was a protected ruin and couldn't be demolished. Michael and Jenny were going to have to build on what was already there.
Wow. This is unbelievable. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I've seen some buildings in a bad state, but this is bad.
Yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. We've got near enough a blank canvas here.
Yeah, you've got to have a pretty good imagination. I'm just mind-boggled at the amount that you've taken on here. Who's doing it? Have you got a team of builders lined up?
We've now found a builder. He's going to come and actually build back up for us again.
But what about everything else?
We're doing it.
What?
We're doing it.
But out of all the buildings that I've seen, this has to be in the worst condition.
I'll be happy once the roof's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so will I.
Happy.
Yeah.
The Wilmers' hugely ambitious project would mix the character of this 600-year-old ruin with the creation of a modern 4-bedroom family home. The ground floor would have an open-plan layout, the main area being an enormous contemporary kitchen diner, the future heart of the home. This would open onto the living room with its characterful stone fireplace. An elegant oak staircase would lead to the newly created first floor. There would be 4 double bedrooms and a family bathroom. Mick and Jenny's bedroom would have a stylish ensuite and fantastic views across their 5 acres of farmland, which would one day be used to fulfill their dream of raising animals. Until the house was complete, the Wilmer family would be living in this caravan, their new home during this huge undertaking.
And how much have you got for the renovation cost?
90.
90. And is that going to be enough money? Have you budgeted properly for the build?
I've got 88,000 already on paper to show what the build cost is going to be.
£88,000. And that's probably before you've started work.
Yeah.
So there's only a contingency of £2,000 there.
Yeah. That's one of the other reasons why we've got to do most of the work ourselves, to try and keep those costs down.
But we will fight to the bitter end to make sure that we don't give up.
What about how long this is going to take?
Well, Lee wants to have his turkey dinner at Christmas Day. This Christmas.
I am determined. Determined, whatever it takes, even if I'm in there 10 hours a night after work or whatever, I want to be sat in there for my Christmas dinner on Christmas Day.
But with just 7 months until Christmas, this was going to be a tall order, and the Wilmers were about to face huge financial pressure, which would put the whole build in jeopardy.
Wondering really where we go from here now.
Which way we're going to go, we don't honestly know at the minute.
Michael and Jenny Wilmer's dream was to move their family to southwest Scotland to improve their quality of life, far away from the stressful urban reality of living and working in Grimsby.
It's the land, the views, the kids being happy.
We've got everything here to be able to live and enjoy life as a whole.
But their incredible dream depended on them rebuilding this 600-year-old farmhouse with a budget of only £90,000, while Mick held down a full-time job at an engineering firm. It was late spring and work began. There were no walls or roof, but already Mick started dreaming of moving in time for his deadline in just 7 months.
This will be where I'll be sat having my Christmas dinner.
The build budget was going to be tight, so 5 mornings a week, Mick kissed the family goodbye and, to make ends meet, headed to his full-time job.
It's tiring sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's a means to an end. I've got to work to be able to pay the mortgage. If I don't get the mortgage, we can't do the house.
But Michael's boss, George, had his concerns about the workload.
Well, I've been to see the house and there isn't a lot there, really. I was very surprised when I got there, actually. I think he's a man that likes to take on a bigger bite than he can chew, I think.
My work colleague said that he'll buy me this bottle of whiskey if I'm in there for Christmas, so I told him he better start saving up.
Can't it get here any earlier, because we are absolutely desperate.
With Mick away at work, Jenny was left to oversee the build. Her first job was to get materials in for the newly arrived brickies who were doing the initial building work.
I'd like to order 10 tonne of sand as well.
It was a huge job to rebuild this pile of rubble, but the warm summer weather provided the ideal opportunity for the brickies to make stunning progress. They were soon making good the old brickwork and knocking up new walls.
To me, I'm really, really pleased about how the builders are progressing on. They've done loads more than what I ever dreamt they would have done. We've just got to keep pushing them at that pace.
In just 6 weeks, this total ruin once again had 4 solid walls.
See you later.
As well as looking after the build, Jenny was also responsible for taking care of the animals. But it wasn't just a hobby. Eventually, they hoped the animals would generate an income. At least that was the plan.
I've never raised animals before, but we did have a budgie once. Well, that's it.
But with one success under her belt, Jenny felt confident enough to welcome some new arrivals.
We went for 6 and I ended up with 12 because I couldn't leave any of them. A couple are going to be for pet, a couple we're going to sort of breed on.
And for the children, their new life was a world away from Grimsby.
I love it here because basically down in England that was kind of boring, but now I've moved up here, I've got everything. The boys are like human boys. But the one right at the back with a little tuft on his head called George.
It was always our dream to have the animals, and I just can't believe how fast the dream is coming to reality, to be honest with you.
It's turned into a right farmyard.
But Mick and Jenny's dream didn't stop at lambs. They decided to dip into their very tight build budget and pay for 2 very special deliveries. 2 pregnant cows.
The cows are going to cost us over £2,000, so it's a lot of money to outlay, and if we're lucky, we may get a really nice bull out of them. You'd be expecting at sale to maybe get 10 grand for it.
It was 2 months since the start of the build, and George returned to find out how they were getting on.
Hello, letting myself in. Everybody home?
Hiya.
Hey Jenny, how are you? Nice to see you. You well? How you doing? Hi mate.
George.
Hey kids, you alright? How are you? You well? How's the build going? Is it good?
Yeah, great, yeah.
Now, this kitchen.
Wow.
Look at the size of it. So how does it feel now, standing in this space? You get a sense of what it's going to be like, can't you?
Yeah. You can imagine where everything's going to go now.
Fantastic. I mean, to have a space as big and as grand as this in this sort of house, I think it's wonderful when it's the most important room in the house for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is really, yeah.
The real surprise, in just 8 weeks, this house now had a first floor.
I am actually astonished at how quick they're working. I think it's unbelievable. I mean, if they keep working at this rate, it's going to fly.
Yeah. I still don't believe he's going to be in it for Christmas, but...
The rate of progress was impressive, but using so much expensive professional labour had stretched the Wilmers' very small £90,000 budget.
So how much have you spent so far?
I would have think would be between sort of 40 and 50,000.
So you'll have spent 50k, and when the guys have finished work here, you'll have £40,000 to finish the build. At what point are you going to start doing more work yourself?
Once the roof's on.
Right.
Once the roof's on, that's it. Everyone walks away apart from us.
Everybody goes.
Yeah.
How are you going to juggle that with your work? I just can't see how that's going to work.
Basically, it's just going to have to be a case of coming home from work at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and then going into the house and working through till 10 or whatever. And I will be tired at the end of it. I know I will.
I can guarantee you will be. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. I mean, you know yourself, Jen knows that if there's something that I really, really set my mind onto, it's not very often that I've managed to fail to do it. I'll normally find one way or the other to try and get it done if I can. It will be done for Christmas.
With autumn approaching and the farm going well, the race was on to get the house wind and watertight. Mick oversaw the new roof going on.
Now we're just clear of it, I think, this year. I mean, the roof itself is over 20 grand, so that's sort of a quarter of our budget on the roof, really. The crane's quite costly for the day, so there's a good chunk of money going into this bit.
Up we go.
After just 2 days, the large roof trusses were in place.
It's coming along all right.
Late September, unseasonably bad autumnal weather arrived early in Kakubri. And it caused delays on the build. The roof was now 2 weeks behind schedule. As the outside contractors for this job were being paid by the day, these delays were extremely costly. And with Jenny busy on the farm, her project managing duties were slipping. Mick decided on plan B.
I basically left Jenny looking after the build and everything, and it just appeared Jenny's a little bit out of her depth with what's going on. So what I've done is I've actually spoke to my boss at work and took some time off work to be able to come in and manage the build.
With Mick taking unpaid leave, the family's living costs now had to come out of the dwindling renovation budget. Mick was determined to stop at nothing to achieve his Christmas deadline, despite his track record of heart problems.
If I completely bugger myself up doing this, that I've got the next 5-10 years to sit here and recover.
The will be points where he's doing too much and I will say it to him, but whether he takes any notice of me is a different thing. Because I know what it's like. Once he's got something in his head and he's determined, he's like holding a red rag to a bull.
3 weeks later, and with Mick's help, the windows were in, the roof was finally complete, and the tradesman left site for good. But employing all that professional labour had hit the budget hard.
From the original stab in the dark figures that we had, we ended up about 20,000 over budget. And what we're doing now is we're just pulling things out that we can do at a later stage. And we've seriously got to consider whether or not we're going to get it finished and get into it. We'll get there.
Mick and Jenny were now faced with the huge challenge of finishing the build entirely on their own.
And we probably will burn ourselves out, but the benefits at the end of it will be, you know, tremendous really for us.
Working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, Mick and Jenny alone put up new walls, put in insulation, and installed new flooring. It was a desperate attempt in an unforgiving environment.
Michael, Jenny, how are you doing?
Hi,
good to see you. Are you well?
Yes.
What is going on with this weather? I can't believe it. Every time I turn up, it's miserable.
The typical weather for you turning up.
Don't blame it on me. This is what you've let yourself in for. No. Actually, coming up from the outside, seeing the roof on it and everything, it's starting to look like a house for the first time, really.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Instead of a wreck and a ruin, you know?
Oh, no, it's, I mean, we've not really done anything much down here yet, have we? But we've done a lot of work upstairs.
Thanks to Mick and Jenny's hard work, the first floor was really taking shape.
First layer of boarding up on here.
Yeah, we're ready for electrics and all this half.
God, you are flying.
Yeah.
And in here, well, this is your master bedroom, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
This is brilliant. I mean, the last time I stood in this space, I was in that corner, standing up looking up at the sky. And what's beautiful about here, what I love about it, for the first time, there's a window watertight bedroom.
Yeah.
You can see the sea.
You can.
Yeah.
Every single day you're going to wake up in this space and see the sea down there.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No.
Now, the build looks fantastic. I mean, you're flying on with it. It's brilliant, but that must have come at a cost.
Basically, we've had to go back to the bank and actually borrow some more money to be able to get us finished.
How much more?
Well, we've asked them for 30,000.
30 grand? I mean, do you think that's going to be enough to get the place finished?
It's only going to be down to us.
Mm.
It's just stripping all of the labour costs out there and everything else. It's just basically our labour now and that's it.
I mean, listen, I completely believe in the dream more than anyone. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But when you look at the amount of work that you've got to do, and you think with the limited funds, because you've overextended yourself and you're borrowing, you can't afford to keep it.
That is my biggest worry, you know, to have the dream house of everything that you've always wanted, and then to find that you can't afford to live in it and you have to give it to someone else. And that, and it would be the worst nightmare, that would.
To escape from the stressful build, the family took some time away and enjoyed the beautiful countryside near their home.
Now I've got that house there finished, we can spend some more time coming looking at them in the summer and that, eh?
You're ruining his party, jeez. What? He did it a lot at the time.
Would you like to go back to England?
No.
But back at their dream home after working every spare hour on the build, Mick took a risky decision that was going to put even more pressure on their finances.
Well, basically, I've left work, Ellen, now I can concentrate on the house altogether.
It was mixed emotions really when Michael told me that he'd resigned. Obviously worries about the money side of things, wondering really where we go from here now.
Which way we're going to go, we don't honestly know at the minute. It's too early days. The first thing to concentrate on is just getting the build done.
I have a lot of faith in Michael. He will do it. He will do it, give his 100% best to make sure that we all stay here and have a happy life.
But work on the build was about to bring them even more stress.
The wall on this side of the kitchen, I ain't got a clue what I'm going to do with it. If you want to turn around and have an argument with me or whatever...
No, I'm not doing that.
Mick and Jenny Wilmer moved to Scotland for a better quality of life for their family. Mick had given up work, so they'd borrowed an extra £30,000 to finish the build, which had to cover the family's living costs as well. Mick also hired a plasterer with some of this money to hurry the work along. The whole family had to learn new skills. Laying concrete, installing underfloor heating, and even doing the plumbing themselves.
That's as far as I can reach.
Right, we're about 4 inches short.
The Wilmers worked tirelessly not only on the house, but also on taking care of their animals.
Come on. This is my responsibility. If I don't put the work into them, we don't get the return back from them either.
And the excitement of the children added to the huge pressure on Mick to complete the build.
My bed's going to be laid there, and that's where my cupboard's going to be.
Especially when it came to having Christmas in their new house.
I'll be disappointed that we aren't here for Christmas because we've touched wood and stuff like that, but we will get in there eventually and it'll be really happy then.
To me, if I can give that house and everything to Jenny and the kids, that means absolutely everything to me. That's probably the best Christmas present they could ever have.
Having thought the build had finally turned a corner, Mick was shocked to see that the plastering didn't meet his exacting standards. Tired and frustrated, he confronted the plasterer.
The wall on this side of the kitchen, I ain't got a clue what I'm going to do with it. If you want to turn around and have an argument with me or whatever...
No, I'm not doing that.
I've worked 8 months to try and do this, to get my family in here for Christmas, and that's all gone to bollocks.
Mick and the plasterer parted company, leaving Mick on his own again to put it right.
It's frustrating. This morning, I was awake at 3:30 worrying about this plaster. I've got a hell of a lot more work to do because of it.
But Jenny and the kids were determined to ensure that this dream would be a team effort.
It's nice everybody being together in the house and everything, isn't it? It's starting to bring the house alive and stuff.
Bethany's washing up and she's, making sure there's food for everyone to eat.
I'm going to do some chips because it's just something quick and easy to do.
And I feel guilty sometimes, but I know it's going to be worth it in the end, in the long term.
Mick and Jenny's superhuman effort had really pushed this build along. The new kitchen and bathrooms were in place, and the bedrooms had been painted.
There you are. How you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Thank you.
How's it going? There's a cup of tea for you. I think you need a well-deserved break, to be honest.
You
look knackered. You look absolutely knackered, mate.
No. It's getting worth it, though, isn't it?
It looks great. How tough has it been over the last couple of months?
To be honest, I'm working sort of a daily basis. I've got to cross off my share every day to job completion, but there was one night I just went to bed and I got up at 1 o'clock. I just couldn't sleep and everything else, so I came down and put all the electric switch plates and everything on till it's just gone 6:30. Then I went to bed for an hour and then got back up again.
So with no sleep?
No.
At all?
It's just things going round in your head and that many things going around thinking, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do the other, and in the end I just thought, oh, sod it, I'll get up and do it. No point in laying here thinking about it.
George admired Mick's absolute commitment to this build, but was worried he was putting himself under enormous strain to create the perfect home for his family.
I mean, he hasn't really got the best history in the world, has he, of health? He had a heart attack at the age of 29.
Michael's stubborn as well, the fact that he won't listen either. You know, you try to tell him just have a couple of, you know, finish early tonight and we'll have an early night and just relax and everything else, but he won't.
But it wasn't just Mick who was under pressure. This dream would only survive if the farm made a profit. With the cows due to give birth next month, it was a critical time for Jenny.
It's been a big financial commitment though, hasn't it? Because I mean, these cost you thousands of pounds for a really good pedigree of cow. It's costing you money every single week. And now that money's tight, it's putting a lot of pressure on you, really.
It is putting a lot of pressure on us, and in hindsight, it probably would never have got the cows when we did and everything else, but now we've got them, we've got to make them work. And we've got to keep paying that bit of money out from to make it worth it, to make sure that the calves, when they're born, they are healthy and they're good enough to make us the money at the end.
You'll be laughing, won't you?
Yeah, yeah. We'll be having a party, a big party, I think.
As if the family hadn't got enough to worry about, Mick had some news about Jenny.
We found out on Tuesday that she's already 4 weeks pregnant.
No!
Yeah.
That's brilliant!
It is, but something else to wait towards, isn't it?
That's great news, though.
Yeah.
God, you dropped that one in there, didn't you? I didn't expect that at all. It's like a bombshell. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So we've got another little one due in June, July, haven't we?
So, you know, another mouth to feed, no money coming in, no house pressure, you know. Bloody hell, what else do you want to take on?
But to be honest, I can't even remember anything much about it. I'm that tired. I'm just hoping it bears some resemblance.
How did that happen?
Exactly.
That baby comes out looking like the plasterer.
Exactly.
No.
With even more now resting on this dream and no money in the bank, George wondered what the plan was to finish the build.
So the financial position now is there's no money in the pot. You skin. Got absolutely nothing left. And you've got to finish this build in... You want to be in here for Christmas, which is 16 days away. 16 days with no money. I mean, what are you living off? How are you going to get through to Christmas?
We're just using the mortgage to pay the mortgage at the minute. As daft as it sounds. But
So
that's
the
what
money
we've
that
got
you've
to do.
borrowed to do the build,
Yeah.
you're just spending that to live. What are you going to do after Christmas? You've got no job, you've got no money in the bank.
Just going to have to get out and get work and get money whichever way I can.
And you don't even have like 0.1% of doubt, do you?
No,
Not
at all.
even a bit.
I'm not relying on anybody. The only person that's going to mess this up will be me, and it ain't going to happen.
But Mick and Jenny had been thrown a lifeline. The bank agreed to release the final £20,000 of their mortgage money if the house passed a strict building inspection, including all the electrics and plumbing. The inspector could fail the house on just one thing. If he did, the cash would not be released, and for Mick and Jenny, the dream would be over. It took 2 weeks of relentless 16-hour days getting this house habitable for the family and good enough to pass the inspection.
If a miracle happens, we might be all right.
At last, they had finished everything. The final remaining hurdle was to get the electrics checked and signed off, and that required a qualified electrician. It was critical Mick got one to the house today, with the inspector due in the morning.
I can't get down there a minute. I mean, you're not the only one.
Let down by the electrician, the final inspection was cancelled.
Well, basically, with us not having the electrical certificate yet, we're going to have to wait for New Year for that, which is a bit of a concern, money-wise.
It's unfair to us and it's unfair to the kids, just for the sake of a bit of a piece of paper.
Despite the house being almost complete, without the final certificate, the bank wouldn't release any money. Mick and Jenny were penniless and facing financial ruin. But the Wilmer family refused to fall at the final hurdle.
Definitely come too far now, so I don't think anything's going to stop us from getting in for Christmas.
The house may have been unfinished, but after months of cramped caravan living, Mick and Jenny maxed out their credit cards to have a family Christmas under their new roof.
That's Christmas dinner, going into my new oven. Looking forward to cooking it.
We said we'd be in for Christmas, and
I think it's going to be one of the best Christmases we've had.
probably the biggest challenge now that we're in is actually being able to keep in it and actually make sure we can afford to stay in it.
What's that?
After 9 months of unrelenting work, even being able to move into this partially completed house for Christmas was an extraordinary achievement. In the new year, the Wilmers finally received their electrical certificate, and the bank released the money, allowing them to pay back their credit card loan. George returned to see if they'd finished the build. This derelict ruin had been transformed into a stunning family home.
Hello? Anybody home? Look at that. There you are. How are you doing?
Hiya.
Good to see you. You well? You've done it, mate. You've done it.
You've done it. Yeah.
Look at it.
Well done.
It looks fantastic. I mean, this is the dream kitchen that you'd always wanted.
Exactly what I had pictured in my mind.
And you compare this to the caravan. I mean, this space is about 4 times the size of the caravan.
Yeah, it is. And the kitchen.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What they'd achieved was remarkable.
That is lovely, isn't it? Fantastic. Look at that fire.
Aye.
Stunning.
It's lovely to relax in at night time when the fire roaring away.
What's it like with the kids being in here at the end of the day, though?
It's lovely. We did some toast on the fire and they absolutely loved it.
We used to do it on a Sunday when I was a kid. We used to have toast on the open fire.
Did you really? Absolutely beautiful space.
Their incredible efforts had paid off. The house was light and spacious. After a year of cramped caravan living, the children now had a bedroom each. While Mick and Jenny had deservedly collared the best room for themselves.
For the first time, mate, you can relax, you know? Being with the kids, you know, you can start doing that now.
Yeah.
They'd created a lovely ensuite to relax in, and in true Mick fashion, he'd refused to cut corners on the finishes. But this build had cost a lot more than their £90,000 budget.
What has it come in at? What's the final bill?
127.
127? That's still not bad when you look at what you've done here. So, how can you afford to keep this house?
Well, I was getting it cheap come after Christmas once I hit my deadline, so I set a building company up, put an advert in the paper, and we've got enough work now to take us through to September.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you just don't stop.
Yeah. Life's taught me that nobody will ever give me anything for nothing. I either do it myself or it won't happen.
And Jenny, what about the farm? What about the calves?
Well, the farm's gone absolutely brilliant, and there was both bulls.
No.
They were.
No.
They were.
How much do you think they'd be worth?
We'll be looking at getting £5 a piece from.
£5 a piece. I should go to horse racing with you or something.
I've never been a betting man.
You too. Oh, for someone who's not a betting man, you've taken more gambles than anyone I've ever met.
The kids now had all the home comforts they could want, and their new life had even inspired Bethany to have dreams of her own.
So Beth, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A vet.
A vet?
Yeah.
What made you want to be a vet?
Well, I've always kind of wanted to be one, but because I'm like been around all the animals, feeding them and everything, I really want to be a vet.
That's amazing.
What I want is because you get lots of money. I want a nice Porsche and everything.
Now you're living on a farm now. What's that like?
Cool. Chickens, come on. Chickens.
1 year on, we've returned to the Wilmers to find out if their move to the Scottish Highlands has lived up to the dream.
Well, we had lots of ups and we had lots of downs. Was it worth it?
It's over a year since Mick and Jenny Wilmer and their young children took the gamble of a lifetime and moved to the Scottish Highlands and renovated this 600-year-old ruin. Since we left them, there's been a new addition to the family.
Well, we had another Wilmer arrive. His name's Aaron, and he's wonderful, isn't he?
Yeah, he's brilliant. Isn't he?
And it was
Really
wonderful bringing him home to here.
Hello.
Hello.
It's just really nice seeing what he's got to grow up in.
The Wilmers swapped Grimsby's urban streets for the beautiful Scottish countryside.
Just worlds apart up here compared to what it was at Grimsby. We've got a lot more time to do things together.
We've become a family again, rather than just you going out to work and me looking after the kids. And being up here has allowed that to happen.
Yeah, it's brought us all close together, definitely.
Baba, black sheep, have you anyone?
The whole family are now settling into their new home.
One for a little boy who lives down the lane.
This is definitely the house that we've always wanted. We've got the space for the kids. I've got my dream kitchen. And it's enjoyable cooking now. Instead of being a chore and hard work in the caravan, it was just terrible, to be honest.
And Mick's putting the finishing touches to Aaron's nursery.
Wow, thank you.
It's not every day you get a dad like him who will come up to Scotland and forget about everything, come up here with nothing and build up a ruin. And I'm glad that he's done it, because it's like the best part of my life has been up here and I really enjoy it.
I absolutely love building this place and being able to stand back and look at it and say that's what we've built and all the rest of it. If Jenny had let me, I would do it again tomorrow.
Following the success of his own build, Mick set up a construction business.
The plaster will get finished and he'll come again on Monday and start downstairs.
Right.
And we've got over £300,000 of the work on the books. We're employing 6 more boys. People are passing word and sort of saying if you want that job doing, this is the guy you need to speak to and this sort of thing. So we're doing something right. Everything all happy enough here and everything.
Now they've only got to worry about the repayments on their mortgage.
We've got a £180,000 mortgage, which we can comfortably afford to be able to pay. We've got no other debts coming in and anything like that. And at the end of the day, a £180,000 mortgage on a house that's valued at over £450,000, it's security for life.
Because the building business is going so well, there's less pressure on the livestock side of things. They sold the cows, and they've now got some pigs.
Hoping to sell the pigs maybe later on this year, which will hopefully maybe give us a little bit of profit. But we get more of the benefit of enjoyment to see that the fact that we've raised them from being piglets and little tiny chicks to adult, basically.
And there's another new animal on board.
It was my 30th birthday this year, and I went out shopping all day and never thought anything of it, and came home and Willow was waiting for me. Michael had done it as a surprise and managed to keep it all a secret. It's just a dream come true.
And the fresh country air is working wonders for Mick's health.
The environment up here at the end of the day is certainly seeming to suit me. I've been to the doctors twice in 2.5 years, and I'm just fit as a fiddle, to be honest with you. Really enjoying it, and probably fitter now than I've been for 10 years. We definitely made the right decision. We've had a lot of ups and downs, we've had a lot of heartache, tears, worries, stuff like that, but we've got a beautiful family home in Scottish countryside. It just doesn't get much better than that, to be honest. Give me some more.
When I look back on the ruin that we did have at the beginning, and then look at the wonderful place we've got now, it's just a miracle. It really is a miracle.
Mick and Jenny Wilmer risked absolutely everything to achieve their dream. They now have the perfect home and wonderful life that at one time hardly seemed possible.
An hour's drive north of Inverness, near the Ben Withers Mountains, lies the tiny hamlet of Fern. Amid flat farmland stands a derelict World War II airfield control tower called HMS Owl. Its new owners are London-based couple Justin Hooper and Charlotte Seddon. Justin, who works in advertising, and Charlotte, who's a florist, bought the control tower on the spur of the moment for just £72,500.
We've always been coming up to Scotland a lot over the years. We'd sort of decided we'd look around. Charlotte, you found it on the internet?
Yeah, I found it on the internet. And I saw it and I thought, Justin would love that. Yeah, the first day it was really icy and it was just all super frosty and kind of looming out of the fog. It just looked unbelievable.
I just thought, wow, it really sort of stands out in the landscape.
Large utilitarian buildings are always a challenge to convert to residential use. I hope my experience can help them transform this brutal hunk of concrete into their family home.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you? Good,
Right,
you?
thank you.
Hi. Very nice to meet you. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you well. I think you're incredibly brave. Unbelievably brave. Can we have a look around the outside?
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
You could have bought a nice little idyllic croft or a nice old building, but instead you bought this kind of hardcore military brutalism.
We wanted to get something that was quite a warehouse, kind of industrial feeling thing, because we live in a semi-detached Victorian house in London, so it's kind of, we wanted to change.
Justin loves World War II literature.
Do you?
Don't you?
Come on. You've been found out.
I wouldn't say World War... Yes, I'm quite into World War II. That's kind of part of the attraction. Yeah, I mean, I really liked it. I'm surprised. And you liked it as well. I was quite surprised how much you liked it.
Yeah, I was quite surprised too.
Yeah, it's not normally...
I'm quite surprised I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to bloke it up or anything, but, you know, kind of an air tower on a military base surrounded by other military buildings. It's kind of a bit blokish. I can't imagine it.
Self-sacrificing.
The control tower was abandoned in the 1950s and has lain derelict ever since. It's accessed through a neighbouring farm whose fields now cover the old runways. The building's footprint is 4,000 square feet and spread over 4 stories. Currently it's just a shell, but still Grade C listed under Scottish planning law. The control tower comes with 3 acres of land and includes a derelict Nissan hut.
Yeah, so this originally, when we found it, was up to, you can see on the wall, it was up to there in cow dung, because the farmer used to leave his cows in here in the winter.
Oh, my God.
So that's kind of going to be a kids' TV room. This is the kitchen.
You've got it all planned out already. You know what you're doing.
Larder.
That's my cosy larder.
So when did you buy it? When did you actually complete?
About 5 months ago.
Yeah.
That recently?
Yeah.
Crikey. And who did you buy it from? Was it kind of MOD or did the farmer own it?
The farmer owned it, but he'd sold it to somebody who was going to do it up and then didn't. So
Thought better of it.
I was just about to say, why? This is amazing, though, isn't it? I mean, what a fantastic view.
And obviously, because it was a control tower, it was all about the views.
Yeah.
Planes and everything.
You've bought a lot for not an awful lot of money, really, when you think about it.
Definitely. I mean, that's why people do. That's why everyone in New York started living in lofts and factories, because it was cheap.
Yeah.
And it was cheap to do them and make them look, you know, have a kind of style and aesthetic.
Oh my God, look how open that is.
Room. Yeah. Apparently that's where...
View that way is...
But to be honest with you, everywhere, I mean, even if you look at that little slot window over there, it's like framing the perfect landscape shot, isn't it? Look at it. I mean, even that, with the old kind of ruinous wreck of a building and the farm fields.
Torpedo sheds.
Is that what they were?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently. It's where they used to keep the torpedoes. Up we go.
Oh my God, it's brilliant, isn't it? Look at that! You could not get a building so well connected with its surroundings. I think you've got a great project on your hands here. It's going to be a true piece of modernism, this, isn't it?
Yeah, so especially when we painted it black.
And you've painted it black?
I think we're going to paint it black.
Why?
Or a very dark blue. I don't know. I just think it'll look good.
Justin and Charlotte have budgeted £280,000 for the restoration, raised by remortgaging their existing house. The plan is to relocate the family from London once the building is habitable. They have some plans from a local architect, and I'm dying to see how they're going to carve up the space.
I like the way you've planned this out. It's like very minimal. There's nothing on there. Nothing.
On the ground floor of the control tower will be the kitchen, dining and utility rooms. The first floor is given over to the kids' bedrooms, a study and family bathroom. The entire second floor will be an open-plan living space. Housed in the spectacular top floor will be a master bedroom with its own ensuite. The original balconies on the front of the building will also be reinstated. And the Nissan hut to the side of the tower will be restored for use as guest accommodation. It's the building's open-plan second floor that really interests me. It's going to be a challenging space to make homely.
So, what do you want on this level? How are you going to use it, do you think?
So it's going to be a big living room.
But you need to think about the open plan space as a series of zones. If you just say that's an open plan space and you don't think about what really goes where, it just becomes one big space where sockets aren't in the right position, books aren't in the right position. So I can imagine that just being one big grand seating area, you know, big sofas there, big rugs there, beautiful Eames chair in the corner over there for the view. What you could do, and it might seem weird at first, is it might be that in this area, because you've got to kind of stand to see the view out from there, you could even put a little raised area here. It's quite nice to have a little change in level on a massive open plan space. And you were kind of, you know, when you're sitting down, you're up at that height looking out. You know, if you had like a daybed or something like that, you know what I mean? Really beautiful bit of furniture.
Don't give him a bed.
And you step up and you've got the fire down there.
Mr. Snooze.
Oh, I'm loving that. You've earned your money.
Justin and Charlotte are going to continue living in London and leave the day-to-day running of the build to local contractors. They plan to move in as soon as it's habitable and then finish off the interior fit-out with whatever money is left.
One thing that could cost you a lot of money is the windows.
Yeah.
An awful... I mean, you've got a lot of glazing going back into that building.
And we also want the windows to be really in sympathy with what they were in the original control tower. I mean, you can see on the Nissan hut that they're still, you know, the frames of the windows are still there.
Yeah, it's a skinny little frame windows, aren't they?
And the company that made the original windows in World War II are still in operation today.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
you know, we're talking to them about doing the windows. The windows are the most important thing to us, and I think the biggest part of the whole restoration.
Justin and Charlotte are keen to get going, but are currently waiting on a building warrant, which is a requirement of Scottish planning law before they can start work.
You know, in restoration, man, I'm so lucky to be involved in the restoration of really old buildings from 100, 200, 300 years ago. But this one is a really rare piece of British military history, and it's only 70 years old. But I'll tell you what, Justin and Charlotte have got a massive challenge ahead of them. The building is in a terrible condition. They're going to be managing it from 600 miles away in London. It's going to be a tough one.
London-based couple Justin Hooper and Charlotte Seddon fell in love with this World War II airfield control tower, just north of Inverness, which they bought for £72,500. Their vision is to create a dramatic New York loft-style home, but overlooking the Ben Nevis Mountains, where they plan to relocate their family from London. Today, Justin's had to drive over 600 miles to meet his architect. They already have issues with building regulations, which could compromise his vision for this big open plan space.
We've been having a few problems getting the building warrant because it's quite hard to comply with the fire safety regulations on a building like this because it's quite tall. We're very keen to keep the second floor completely open plan, but the kind of safety regulations require that it has an area of safety on that level, which quite spoils how we see the layout of that area.
While they wait for the go-ahead on the layout, the contractor begins repairs on the fabric of the building. In 1942, the tower was built of reinforced concrete, a technique pushed to new heights in the skyscrapers of the early 20th century. The weight-bearing properties of reinforced concrete allowed the tower to have huge amounts of glazing.
Morning, lads. How's the concrete going?
After years of exposure to the elements, the steel reinforcement needs treatment to stop corrosion that is weakening the building. These vital repairs are costing £10,000, but should ensure that the tower's life will be extended for decades.
The smooth bars generally date the building very accurately. After 1950, the bars start to see flutes in them. These old bars tend to be a lot stronger than the more modern ones. See you and me out.
Good. It's a very solid building. If the Nazis couldn't knock it down, who's going to?
While Justin and Charlotte wait for the building warrant to come through, I'm keen to find out more about the control tower's history. From 1942, Fern Aerodrome was codenamed HMS Owl because it was run by the Royal Navy. The airbase was a specialised training ground for the Fleet Air Arm, the Navy's own air force. Here, pilots had to master the precise skills needed to take off and land on very short runways. To hear firsthand what these brave and highly skilled pilots went through, I've tracked down several veterans from World War II who still get together every month.
John, you were at Fern, weren't you, for a short time?
I was at Fern for a short time. When we were learning to land on a carrier, well, we had an exercise called ADLS, Aerodrome Dummy Deck Landings, and this is how you practiced landing on the aerodrome before you actually went to the ship. You fly round the circuit at about 300 feet, which is low, of
Very
course,
low.
and you thump down onto the runway. Go round and do it again, and again, and again.
Unlike the RAF, who used a runway, the whole of it, the Navy, the Fleet Arm, were taught to make use of the shortest length possible, and all our deck landing training was based on a short runway.
But my biggest memory, of course, was we had a very sad accident while we were there.
This is your pilot's fly-in logbook, November the 25th.
Yeah.
You've got a carrier ranging exercise, took off late and did not join up. Hunt and Munster killed in collision.
Ice all over the aircraft when I climbed in it, so that delayed me. The rest of the squadron took off. They didn't wait for me. And these two chaps, Hunt and Munster, decided that they would fill my slot, with the result that they collided. 5 were killed. That was a very sad day.
As winter closes in, I'm back to see how they're coping with long-distance restoration.
Morning.
Hello.
Good to see you, Will. Hello, mate. How are you?
Hi, good.
You all
You?
right?
Yeah.
Good. Do you know what? I was thinking as I was walking up, you should have just converted that into a holiday let. You could have moved in there. You could have saved yourself a few bob.
Would have been much simpler. Would have been done, you know, left that derelict.
This has been quite an epic build, though, hasn't it? Ambitious, to say the least.
There's a little bit to do.
A little bit to do.
It's just a little. Small things. But it's got electricity.
Good.
Water.
Good. Got all the services in, which is
No.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Got a kitchen?
It's... Yeah, but do you know, there is a kitchen.
Come on. Ah.
You see, I told you we have got a kitchen.
I love that. You have got a
Yeah.
kitchen.
We have,
it is in the space.
It's going to be a beautiful kitchen when it's in.
And there's a lot of it. It's huge.
We're preparing, you know, for zombie Armageddon here.
Despite the interior still looking as raw as my last visit, they've moved some furniture in. And Justin is jumping ahead with fixtures and finishes.
They are posh blinds.
I'm so excited by that.
Are they not in a little bit early?
It does feel quite early, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's because it's
It's
motorised,
themed
isn't
in
it?
there, yeah.
It's one of those boys things you just couldn't wait to put them in. They are great, though.
Yeah.
So what's the plan, then? What is the grand plan now? When are you going to push this on?
We are going to close it down, right, for the winter?
Well, for the winter, yeah, and then start again in the spring and really work out what we're going to do in terms of how it's going to look and whatever, and then get going in March so that we'll be finished in time for the summer. It's a lot more work than we appreciated. It probably would have been at the beginning, because, I mean, it is a huge building. And although
Yeah, it's so hard to do when you're not here, though, either.
Yeah, life throws up many different things, doesn't
Yeah, I
it?
think we
But it's
were
come,
quite
I mean, it's
lucky.
come on a long way.
Justin and Charlotte have taken the big decision to park the project, to stop work for another day. And I don't know whether it's the pressure of the build, financial worries. It could just be getting to them, because it is an ambitious project. My worry is that once you stop work, to get the momentum back to start again and get a project finished is really difficult. I've no idea when they're going to get this done.
Londoners Justin and Charlotte have been battling to turn their control tower into their new home, 600 miles north in the Scottish Highlands. After 3 years of long-distance project management, the scale of the restoration threatened to defeat them. They were forced to take a break for a whole year.
I'm sure we'll be finishing it for another 5 years after this, after we move in. But I think it will look nice by then.
In August 2015, they took the life-changing decision to move the whole family from the capital to the remote farming village of Fern, 5 miles from the nearest town.
Just a massive change in everything. House, school, work, you know, the whole lot.
Way not as busy in London.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
quieter,
way
isn't
busier
it?
in London.
With the kids settled into their new school, the family have had a year to adapt to life away from London.
The children have been good, you know. They were a bit wobbly at first, but they got there. Yeah, I think you just have to put yourself out there, don't you? It's all right, it's a bit scary.
So it's been 2 years since I was last at HMS Owl when Charlotte and Justin decided they were going to stop work completely on the building. But it's 4 years since I first ever came here before they started work. And they've called to say it's all finished. Can't quite believe it. So good to see you again.
Hello.
Oh, look at the dog, so cute. Hello, Mario. So good to see you.
Hello, dog.
Lovely to see you. This
Yeah.
looks good. How's the inside?
It's better.
Yeah?
It's better. You'll notice an improvement.
Good. Come on, let's go and have a look. Oh, hi, kids. How are you? Oh, the space is brilliant, isn't it?
4 years ago, the ground floor was no more than a farmer's outhouse, ankle deep in cow dung. Now it's a cosy kitchen diner with a modern industrial twist.
The black on the inside. I actually wasn't expecting that at all.
We tried lots.
Creams.
Often we went through the whole
Light greys.
spectrum.
Yeah, we did a lot. But because we were thinking you can't do it black on the inside as well. But we sort of started with the cooker.
Yeah.
And then worked off that, and yeah, I think it looks good.
You always said that you wanted its original charm to stay there, so leaving the ceiling like that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then you've just gone kind of black everywhere else. This is what you wanted, didn't you? You wanted big, huge dining table, family around, friends around, and a big, smart kitchen. And that is fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really...
You're very happy, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's really great.
I love with all the electrics, where you've just gone industrial trunking everywhere.
It keeps the sort of industrial rundown-ness, but in a smart way.
Can we go and have a look upstairs? Come. Timber boards up on the ceiling.
Yeah, they're the old tatty boxes from the farm opposite.
Potato boxes?
Yeah.
That's wicked. Now that is a very, very beautiful bathroom.
Ken on the internet found some bloke in France who sold us that, which is it's a fantastic old 1920s sink.
Well, but look at the bath.
It's an old Shanks bath. It's over 100 years old.
Look at that shape on there. Do you know what, I didn't realise you'd done a little restoration job on this as well.
It didn't look like that when we got it. It had all kind of chunks out of it, didn't it? And he came and did his clever enamelling thing. So it's really nice, finished, chalky. It's lovely.
Stunning.
The first floor also houses 4 bedrooms, one each for the children, one for guests, and a double aspect bedroom for Justin and Charlotte.
This is your room?
Sorry.
This is our room.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's nice actually being right on the corner of the building at this level as well, isn't it? Because you've got views out all the way around.
Here, Justin and Charlotte show that they know how to make the industrial look cosy too.
So you actually skimmed this place?
We didn't plaster all of it originally.
So you've skimmed all the main walls apart from the reveals of the windows. You've left the nice exposed brick and you've skimmed the ceiling as well. Yeah. It's nice though, it just makes it a little bit softer, a little less brutal in the bedroom. Oh my word. That is really beautiful.
When I first saw the second floor of the tower, it was hard to imagine how this vast open-plan living area could become more homely. Now, carefully grouped zones of furniture have turned the whole floor into a series of distinct family areas.
Most places feel smaller when you bring furniture in.
Yeah.
Yours feels as big, if not bigger.
You've got the kind of TV bit over there, the sitting at the table bit there, sitting around the fire bit. It makes it feel big as well, because you've got so many different places to go.
You actually have properly zoned it.
But it's nice to get up early and watch the light come into the room.
Stunning. And that wood-burning stove is huge.
It's a beast, isn't it?
15 kilowatts or something insane.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That is perfectly appropriate for this space.
Yeah.
The large industrial backdrop is also the perfect setting for a collection of oversized retro light fittings.
Angle Boys made all the original lighting for this building. Yeah, in the war. They made the lights and also the lights that went in the navigators' lights in the bomber plane, or, you know, what they read the maps by as they were flying over to Germany.
But the lighting everywhere is really cool, and you've mixed it up just enough, from the large dark one over the stairs. Then you've got some really simple grey ones, quite industrial looking there, just over the living space. And what's that up there? It looks like
that's an old 1970s East German explosion-proof
that
neon
is
light.
incredible.
Sorry. It's this kind of soft neon. It throws a very nice light.
It looks like something out of a kind of nuclear power plant, something that would be kind of taken out of some device. I think the way that you've been honest about the whole thing is brilliant. Just leaving things exposed, whether it's a bit of reinforcement sticking out, whether it's some rough plaster or some knackered concrete. It's the kind of beauty in decay, isn't it? Yeah. And this staircase is just, it's just brilliant. I couldn't imagine a more perfect, brutal, tough steel stair in a building like this. Nice moose, by the way. Right at the very, very, very top level, you get to see everything. You've done it. You must be in a state of shock.
I am slightly. I mean, it was just quite daft of us to think that we could have done it without being here. I think that was the major thing, one of the major things. I was a bit unwell. I lost my voice for about 6 months, like literally didn't have a voice. Yeah, I had a weird vocal cord paralysis. We were going to move, weren't we? And then we didn't, because I just said I don't really want to live up there while I can't speak. There were lots of moments when I thought we wouldn't do it, but we have. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's been a long battle for Justin and Charlotte to tame the old control tower. But at last, they can claim victory.
Ladies first.
If you don't mind me asking, how much have you spent? Your original budget, I think you said, was about £280,000.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely went over that. Probably, you know, about another 70.
Well, 300-odd thousand, nearly £400,000. You've got yourself a bit of a former military palace, haven't you?
Yeah, no, it's great.
Very well done.
Cheers.
You did it.
Cheers.
You did it. Right, I've got a little gift for you. Just as if you think you didn't have enough things to build. Got your Barracuda.
Oh, the real plane.
The real plane that they flew from HMSL that they were training for. Ferry Barracuda Mark II. I know you're sick of building and you've had enough.
I know,
so maybe leave it 6 months.
We'll enjoy doing that, won't we?
Before I leave HMSL for the last time, I can't resist my own flight of fancy from the top of this iconic building.
The only thing is, we're going to be going into the wind.
Check the windsock.
Direction.
The wind's going that direction. Okay. I think you can look. I think you'll make it. See if you can get it in the goal.
This is a momentous day.
Go on.
The first plane to be taken off from HMSL for many years.
Whoa, look at it. It's quite cool. Whoa.
Justin and Charlotte now have the unique home they've always dreamt of. To be filled with family and friends old and new.
When this air control tower on this wonderful airfield was built in the Second World War, it fostered huge feats of bravery. And over 50 years later, it's taken a very brave couple in Justin and Charlotte to give it a whole new lease of life. Yes, it's taken a long time. Yes, it's been a restoration endurance test, but has it been worth it? Absolutely.
The Valens family are moving to Velas Malaga near the Costa del Sol, a hillside town rich in historic charm with a traditional Spanish lifestyle. Despite being just 10 minutes drive from the tourist hotspots on the coast, Nick and Leslie's business will be the only designer hotel in town.
Nick and Leslie want the ultimate dream. Life in the sun, a successful business, and a beautiful home. But to do it, they're gambling all their life savings on a 400-year-old palace. This must be one very special building. Hi, Nick.
Hi there.
How are you doing?
Hi, George. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Leslie. How are you?
Fine.
So this is it?
This is it. Do you want to come and have a look?
I'd love to have a look.
What should you have here?
Wow. This is amazing. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
I know. But can you imagine, George, you arriving and it looks a bit, oh, this looks quite interesting, and then you come into this space and just sort of the hair on the back of my neck just went...
That's it, you just come down that tiny little street and then you walk into this and it's like a hidden dream.
Yeah, it is, like a little haven.
And I love courtyard buildings.
It's fantastic.
So stunning,
yeah, I know.
And this is a 400-year-old Andalusian palace.
Yes.
And it needs lots of love and affection to bring it back to life. It deserves it, doesn't it?
It does, and I think you're the people to do it. Perfect.
Surrounding the characterful courtyard are 20 rooms, which have been left untouched for the past 18 years.
It's such a fantastic Andalusian style of building, isn't it? Let's look at these doors.
I know.
Absolutely amazing.
Well, apparently these are made out of walnut and oak, and they were painted to hide the true value of them, so they didn't get nicked.
But beautiful detail on them. I love it.
See the cross on the door. Well, apparently this building was the bishop's palace. It was occupied by 300 years or so. Right. So it's got a huge history behind it, the whole building.
So is this a listed building?
This is a listed building. Partly, the courtyard, or what they call the patio, is listed, and the front facade is listed. We're not allowed to touch any of that side of it.
So you've got to be very sensitive about parts of this.
We do.
Behind the 400-year-old facade lies a 20-roomed palace that Nick and Leslie plan to convert into a family home and business. The family's living area will be at the back with 3 bedrooms, including a master ensuite, an open-plan kitchen diner, and a magical walled patio. The remainder of the palace will be transformed into a stylish boutique hotel, surrounding the stunning central courtyard. There will be 8 ensuite bedrooms for guests, decorated with contemporary and traditional Moroccan furnishings. The showpiece will be a luxury roof terrace with a spa pool and spectacular views across the historic town. Nick and Leslie have no experience of the hotel business, and while Nick is an architect, this is still a huge gamble.
It's stunning. It's beautiful, isn't it? But why did you give up the comfortable life in Surrey?
Well, it became a bit more uncomfortable. Unfortunately, we set the architectural business up in 1991. It was very successful for nearly 15 years. And unfortunately, for various reasons, it went bust and we had to close it down. We had 2 years of, hell, really.
Very, very frightening experience.
It was frightening.
When you think everything around you could just be taken away. And it was very difficult. I remember one night I got so upset I could hardly breathe, and I said to myself, I'm never ever going to let myself get in this state again. We've just got to get ourselves out of this. A light had gone out as our life as we knew it, so we just had to turn that light back on.
And it was here in Spain.
But to then make that leap and say Spain, different country, different type of business, renovate a big old building. That's a huge change.
Shouldn't you embrace life and just take it on? You only get one chance at it. Why not?
I think it's incredibly brave.
It's going to be our home and our business and our future. It's going to be everything for us, a new start.
While the building is being restored, Nick and Leslie plan to rent a top-of-the-range villa at a cost of £1,000 a month. The couple hope its great beach location will make adapting to life in a foreign country easier for their sons, Harry and George.
I think if we could do this every evening, it'd be great. Have a look at this. They're enjoying that, aren't they?
But there's nothing easy about this building project. The palace already cost £300,000, and they've only got a budget of 250 grand. Money's tight, and so is time.
So what's your absolute deadline to be completed and moved in?
Well, we've got 5 to 6 months. We want to be open on the 1st of June, 2006, so that we can trade through the summer.
So what happens if you miss that May 31st deadline?
Heapers, big trouble, us.
Really?
Yeah.
Big trouble.
I think because we won't have any money left by then.
Nick and Leslie have found a gem in this magnificent 400-year-old palace, but expecting to transform it into a stylish hotel in just 6 months is way too optimistic. Not only is the building in poor condition, but it's listed, which can further add to the complications. They've said they're looking for a new challenge. Well, they've certainly found it.
After the collapse of Nick Valence's business, he and his wife Leslie moved to Spain for a fresh start and new challenge. They want to turn this 400-year-old derelict palace into a designer hotel and family home.
I think my dream is, in a few years' time, I'll be looking at Nick in the eyes and saying, thank God you made me do this.
But this is a huge project, and despite his 20 years' experience as an architect in the UK, in Spain, Nick's in unfamiliar territory. It's November. Work is due to start, but site manager Jean-Pierre has some bad news.
Then the last news that we have received this morning is that we cannot do anything before you can get the license.
Right.
That is the problem. You had only the right to do the cleaning of the house and nothing more.
How long do you think it's going to take now then, Jean-Pierre?
But normally he told me about the end of January, approximately.
They need a special listed building licence, and that will take 2 months to get. With the hotel due to open in May, just 6 months away, this is a worrying setback.
I'm a bit annoyed, but we'll have to try another way around it.
Mañana, mañana.
There's no point panicking about it.
No.
Yet.
Helena, did you learn some Spanish now?
There's more unwelcome news. Nick and Leslie's boys, Harry and George, are off to a bad start at their new Spanish school.
I don't like it because I don't understand it, and most lessons I just had to sit there. The teacher tells me off because I'm not listening, and I'm like, well, how can I listen if it's in another language?
It's a testing time for the whole family.
The boys got Nick and I upstairs to the bedroom. They said, look, don't worry, Mum and Dad. We've got all our pocket money and everything in our piggy banks, and I think we've got enough to get us home.
When we've got the children that are crying and begging with you to take them home, it's very difficult, so you have to sort of try and put that to one side. It's very, quite tough. At this moment in time, I think we've just got to go through it, and we've got to live it a bit, really, as painful as that might be.
While waiting for the build to start, Nick and Leslie show the boys some of the attractions that have drawn them to Spain.
You just want me to tell you when the little Brazilian girls come back again?
No.
Shaking their heads.
excuse to come out, bring out the children, have a bit of tapas, and just like the Spanish do, keep enjoying life all the time.
One thing I've found here, I think we definitely go out in the evening more with the kids, don't we? As a family, really good fun.
Yeah, it's good to get away from it all.
It's one of those Brazilian girls then.
Esto es carnaval. Mira. Let your hair down.
It's January, and by now Nick and Leslie had expected to get their building licence, but they're still waiting. I think it's time for them to rethink their opening date for the hotel.
Now, you set yourself your deadline of May the 31st. It looks really unlikely that you're going to make that. What happens if you don't make that deadline? Silence.
No, it's you.
Silence.
No, because you started off before.
Well, we don't know we're not going to make it. That's why I'm struggling with the answer to that, because, you know, I'm still going to push Jean-Pierre to go for it. You know, and if we can get there, then, yeah, we've got 4 months to do it.
The thought of that is a bit too frightening, really, to think we might not make it. So I think we have to keep thinking, yeah, you know, secretly, I'm sure we can just pull it off in time.
I mean, I know I sound like I'm the voice of doom and gloom.
You do, actually.
I know, it's bad, isn't it? But are you not worried?
Do you know, everything that's gone on before to us, losing the business and everything, I just think it's nothing in comparison. We feel we're on our way up. And OK, we've got a bit of a delay. We're living in Spain. So in a way, although we're thinking, oh, God, this is just awful.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating, but it's happened.
It is worrying, but there's ways around it. You
we
know,
can catch up, can't we?
Yeah, we only need to survive.
Still being positive.
Absolutely, you've got to. There's no other way.
But it gets worse as they're forced to wait for the licence. Not just days or weeks, but months. Then, after 4 months of waiting, disaster strikes. A third of the whole palace has collapsed.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
That is really, really bad. 10 times worse than I thought. I thought when you said a wall had come down, it might just be, you know...
Well, imagine our reaction when it happened on Easter Sunday and we walked up the street there to see a fire engine, a police car, a crowd of about 30 or 40 people. So I thought something must be up. Turned the corner and saw that.
Their neighbours have been carrying out major demolition work on the property next door, which has coincided with the collapse of Nick and Leslie's building. They've lost 6 rooms across the entire east wing, and their stunning roof terrace has been torn in 2.
It looks like a bloody bomb's gone off.
It's exactly what it looks like.
I said it looks like the Blitz.
It does.
Can you imagine if we'd been living in it, though?
No, you'd be dead.
Well, all we've
You'd be
said,
dead.
thank God this didn't happen in 6 months' time, because we would have been
6
open,
months
we would have
ago.
killed, people would have been killed, including us probably. If I'd been cooking my last tapas in the kitchen, that would have been it.
It's a disaster.
It is, yeah.
To be honest.
It is.
I mean, that is an absolute disaster.
There's devastation everywhere you look.
Oh my God. It's bad, isn't it?
Scary, isn't it?
It makes me feel sick.
Scary.
It's so awful.
But at least these rooms now have a sea view. You've got to keep a sense of humour in this situation.
So what happens now?
So the reconstruction works and the demolition, because we've still got to demolish parts of these walls because they're unsafe. We've just had a quote of nearly 55,000 euros, about £40,000.
So when are you going to be finished now?
We're going to keep pushing for the damn licence, aren't we?
We hope.
As soon as we get the licence.
Is the licence still not in place? The building licence?
Well, no, still not in place.
Still not?
Well, it was just about to be granted when this happened. So it's
So
now
it had
lots
to be
of back.
frozen.
So they had to withdraw the licence application, redraw it, because obviously now we're doing proper construction. That needs to be approved. So it's gone back through the whole process again.
They're in a far worse position than when they first got here. Any chance of opening the hotel this year is now gone. For Nick, the collapse of the building is a stark reminder of the loss of his business in the UK.
How did you feel when you turned that corner and saw the building in the condition that it's in?
I think I went into a bit of a state of shock, actually. I was unable to speak any Spanish to the police when they were interviewing me about what had happened. And it was just a feeling that maybe our dream was slipping away.
Really?
Yeah, for the first time, I had some doubts about what we'd done and what I was putting the family through. It wasn't very long, but I just thought, oh my God, I'm putting Leslie yet again into a vulnerable position in terms of our future.
Do you think you ever hit a stage of wanting to walk away from it?
No, never. Never. You can't walk away from something like this, you know. You can close your eyes and maybe bury your head in the sand and pretend it's not happening, but that's not the way to deal with problems. And it's only a building. We can rebuild it. And by rebuilding the building, obviously, we'll sort of rebuild our life at the same time.
At this point, most people would give up. The challenge to restore this 400-year-old palace is now turning into a full-scale rebuild. The prospect of having to resubmit all their plans to get the licence is nothing short of demoralising. But Nick and Leslie are more determined than ever and are pushing the authorities every step of the way.
In Malaga, Calle Larios. Okay, Bali, okay, Bali. I think the communication that we're experiencing here, the feedback, is so appalling. And that's the most frustrating thing, not being kept informed about what's going on.
Yeah. You can either keep feeling fed up, you're going to think, right, what am I going to do to get over it? Because there's always solutions. This is our new life, this is our new stage. It's exciting, it's exhausting, it's frustrating, but it's a passion inside us that we want to happen.
After 12 months fighting Spanish bureaucracy, Nick and Leslie finally get their licence to start work.
We can sleep at night now, can't we now? It's just, you know, woohoo! That's all I can say. It's just fantastic.
It's been a long time coming, but at last the builders can get cracking.
Nothing can go wrong. Cheers, well done.
Nick and Leslie moved to Spain over a year ago, and by now they were hoping that their new hotel business would be fully up and running. But it's taken them that long just to get planning permission. But thankfully, work has now started on site, and I can't wait to see what progress they've made. Excellent, look at that, builders on site. What a lovely thing to see. They've blocked up all these arches here. Can you see where they've put the bricks in? That's basically to do a temporary support, if you like, to the arches, because they've had so much structural problems with the building already. And this is their living quarters. It's looking great, actually. I mean, they've even started rendering the walls on the inside. Got the new concrete staircase in. Concrete floors gone in for the first floor accommodation upstairs. It's moving on well, at last. Nick and Leslie, you're here. Haven't seen you for ages.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, you well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good, actually. Yeah, thank you.
Squeezing past that.
Hi, George.
Good to see you, mate.
How you doing?
Well?
Yeah, good.
It's happening.
I know.
People on site. Look at that, there's an excited woman. Look at that.
Oh my God! After everything we've gone through, you felt it was never going to come to an end. We're just like, it's all started. So we're forward now, isn't it? I'm so excited.
It's turned a corner, hasn't it? After all the doom and gloom of the last year.
Well, it's great to see all these guys on site. We've got, something like 10, 12 guys on site at the moment, and they're cracking on. It's great to see.
And it's positive work. It's not protecting the building. It's not money going out just to keep the building upright. It's all positive. And they're all working, and there's walls going up, and there's wood and cement and men, and Things are happening. They're happening!
I've never been so happy to see a building site in such a mess, because it means the guys are here doing it. And what about the dreaded wall, the divide between your property and next door? I mean, after that's collapsed, floors collapsed and all that chaos, what's happening now?
Well, it's quite sad, really, because our neighbours won't discuss it with us, and we've got no other choice but to go to court. So that's really sad, really. It's had to come to that. One
of the things about going to any legal action is it could take years.
It could take years.
They reckon it could take anything up to 4 years to get, to get to court.
But at the end of the day, what we've decided to do, because we've learnt, really, that you have to have 2 train tracks, and one is to get this business up and running and our lives on the go. And the second track is to pursue our neighbours for the damages to the wall. But the chances are we might not win and that money's gone. And you can't let it eat away at you. It's happened and it's blimmin' unlucky and it's awful and it's not fair. But you just cannot give up and it's not going to beat us.
In a certain mindset, you might think you're being persecuted, actually. And you think, oh, God, why me? You know. But I think, you know, the next hotel will be a lot easier.
The next hotel. Get this one done first. My God. So what's your deadline for the business?
6 months to get it open.
6 months?
We have to.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to, yeah. We're going to just, everything in our power. Everything else we've gone through, we've got to get there for that, and we will.
It's been a whole year since Nick and Leslie moved to Spain for a better life. And what a year it's been. Most people would have packed their bags and gone home, but this couple have shown tremendous fighting spirit. It's a major reconstruction job. In just 6 months' time, this hotel has to be open for business. Missing the summer tourist season again is simply not an option they can afford. It's been a whole year since the Valence family moved to Spain, with the dream of turning a crumbling old palace into a designer hotel and family home.
It's a big responsibility and a big gamble, really. But I've never been one to shirk a gamble.
But they've had a huge setback, with the whole side of their building collapsing, taking 6 rooms with it. They now have to rebuild, and this unexpected additional work is going to cost them a whopping £125,000.
Where's that extra money coming from?
Well, we've had to obviously raid the piggy bank. You know, we had some investments back in the UK that we've had to cash in, and we've had to borrow more money from the bank out here to you know, make up the shortfall.
Any safety net back in the UK, that's gone. Yeah. It's all about being here now.
It is.
With the depressing news that build costs have increased to £375,000, there is at least some good news.
Have a good day, Harry? Yep. All right, have a nice day, matey.
After an unhappy year in a Spanish school, Harry and George have been enrolled in a nearby international one.
How do you think it is compared to the other school?
Much better. Better. The other school's rubbish.
Do you think you'll be happier there?
Yeah.
Since the kids started at St George's, it's just been such a relief because they get up and they go to school and there isn't too much fuss. And just Harry's so much happier, he's got art back in his life, and all in all, they're just much happier boys. So that's fantastic. We don't have to worry about them anymore.
So you've been here for a year now. Is Spain what you imagined it would be?
The lifestyle, for me, really shows you what family life should be about. And I can see that we're just going to have a very good, happy life out here, because family is so important. But the only thing that I really struggled with, because I thought that the language would be a lot easier.
Are you being lazy?
Yeah, I am, aren't I? And I feel guilty. But I think I learn it a different way, and I am trying in my own way. I'm having my lessons once a week.
So I'm going to put you on the spot to test your brilliant Spanish out. Right? I'm a guest in your hotel. I come down to the reception desk and I say to you, can you please tell me the name street and location of the best restaurant in town? What do you say back in Spanish?
Sí, un momento. My marido is volver in 5 minutes. Yeah, can you wait a minute? Because my husband's back in 5 minutes. I think I said something.
Can you wait a minute? Because my husband's back.
No,
it's rubbish.
No, I know it's bloody rubbish. No, no.
After 2 months, the east wing has been rebuilt. But they've had extra problems and costs.
We've now reinforced every single load-bearing wall in the building, which has obviously taken quite a lot of time, a lot of money. It's almost like a complete rebuild, so it's a very, very different project than from when we started.
The collapse shook the building to its core, and the entire structure needs to be strengthened. To get this hotel open by the summer, Nick and Leslie are forced to flood the palace with labour. 12 men working on site every day is costing them an astonishing £40,000 a month. They need to make savings, so they're going direct to suppliers to get trade prices. On top of the private accommodation, they've got 8 rooms to furnish in the hotel, and are looking for a Moroccan theme to complement the historic building.
You see, I love these colours, look now. I like these little tassels too, I think they're very important. I like the colour too, very nice.
Leslie might be carried away with the cushions, but Nick is keen to make the most of every cost-cutting opportunity.
I mean, while we're looking through these, can we put some prices against some of these? Would that be possible? Yeah. Because obviously it's going to come, quite a lot's going to come down to cost, as you can imagine.
On top of their massive overspend at the palace, they've got substantial outgoings at home. Living costs, the luxury villa, and the boys' school fees are adding up. This family have had no income for 17 months.
I think the most demotivating thing is when the rent's due and you're thinking, oh my God, the money's going down and down and down and there's nothing coming in. You just think, oh my God, you know, we came out here to have a better life and we're not getting there. We're just not getting there yet.
It's the first time I've heard Nick and Leslie have doubts. I'm not surprised. With so much work still to do at the palace, costs are spiralling out of control.
So with all the delays on the build, this must be costing you so much more money now.
Oh, yeah, significantly more than we originally anticipated. And we're now anticipating a final cost of somewhere between 700 and 750,000 euros, £500,000.
Wow.
That's a lot, isn't it?
That's enormous.
I know.
What we've had to do is go back to the bank. They've valued the property, and thankfully it's got a good valuation, and so they're prepared to lend on that basis.
But that's just more debt, isn't it?
That's right.
That's the worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes it even more urgent that this building starts to earn an income
Absolutely.
to pay that debt back.
Well, the summer revenue we predicted will probably be 70% of our yearly income in those 4 months. So yeah, it's really critical that we get open for the summer season.
So if you miss that,
yeah, I've missed
you've
a lot
lost
of
out
money.
on a fortune.
Yeah.
You've got 10 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Frightening.
I think what was really frightening when a lot of money was going out and you couldn't see any real improvement. Now I think you can walk around, you can walk into the bedrooms, you can go into the bathrooms, you can start visualising the vision that we had 2 years ago. And it's really quite exciting, actually, when you do that, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, it still looks pretty bad at the moment, but we're getting
With just 10 weeks to go before the summer season starts, and their original budget now doubled, the race is on. Structural works are complete, and the builders are starting on the interiors. This is a critical time to be on site, but Leslie has commitments back in the UK.
My mum and dad aren't very well. It's just that stage in life where they're getting very needy and I'm not there. So what Nick and I've decided to do is that I have to try and keep going back.
It sounds like everyone's in a bad place, really, because your mum and dad aren't well.
Yeah.
You're feeling guilty.
It's difficult, bloody difficult.
How do you feel about the whole thing now?
There's some days where I think it's so exciting, I'm so glad we did it, and other days I think, what the hell have I done? I must have been mad. Why have I put myself through this? And when you're in a foreign country, when you get days like that, I tell you what, you just think, I want to go home. I just want to go home. I feel a bit tired, I feel a bit emotionally drained because I hate leaving Nick and the boys, you know, and then when I'm here, I'm sort of, worried about them, if they're going to be all right, and there's so much still to do. But anyway, now I'm here, I'm going to see Mum and Dad and try and make a difference to them.
Leslie's visits back to the UK couldn't come at a worse time. There's a huge amount to organise. They need to order windows, doors, bathrooms and tiles, and Nick's left having to make key decisions on his own.
It's obviously a bit more difficult working on my own without Leslie being here, because normally we go to these meetings together and then feed off each other with ideas and obviously conversation about what we should do and what type of colours we're going for. Often we argue, but we always end up with the right result at the end of it. What's the damage?
It's about 11,000 euros.
About 11, including the appliances, OK. Well, I think that's within budget, so I can't see there being a problem, but I just want Leslie to have the last word.
Hello. Mum and Dad, they're deteriorating and I get really upset. Actually, every time I come back, they've deteriorated a little bit more, and I find that really hard.
Back in Spain, Nick is determined to keep the pressure on at the build.
We've got to get over for June, whatever.
We go as fast as possible, but to know exactly is very difficult. Then as soon as possible.
We have to. We start getting the money.
Dad, I poured your glass of wine.
Thank you.
He's also juggling the demands of home life.
Dad, you need to chop the bread.
Starting again in a foreign country is never easy. Leslie is emotionally torn between her old home and new life, and often questions if this is all worth it.
Nick and I came out to build a new life and to refurbish this amazing building, and we're getting there, but it's been tough. Some days I want to get off, I want to get off the roller coaster and go home, because that's the easiest thing to do. And then I think, well, I can't get off this roller coaster, I've got to see the ride out, because I chose to go on it. I've paid my money, I'm on the ride, I've got to finish it.
Work at the palace is steady. The family's living quarters are in good shape. The tiling is underway, the rear staircase has been built, and the kitchen has arrived.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Look, it's going to be a proper kitchen.
But in the hotel accommodation, there's another delay. Their handmade windows have failed to arrive on time.
Jean-Pierre's fabricator had given him a programme of 2 to 3 months for delivery.
What we should have done was, as we did with the door, standardised the whole lot, so it's off the shelf.
So virtually every window is different and has to be fabricated
that was
specially.
a bit silly.
I'm a little disappointed we've been left a little bit in the lurch on this one.
Disappointing is putting it lightly. Every setback now jeopardises their chance of opening the business on the 1st of June. Nick and Leslie are not just under enormous pressure to get the palace open as a hotel, it's also going to be the family home. After 17 months, Harry and George are growing up and restless.
I hate this house. It's so boring where we live. There's nothing to do. I mean, there's the beach, but I know it just gets boring. There's nothing better to do. You can shoot a couple of rocks at a box.
Living by the beach is all very well, But the villa is isolated and there are no other children around. Teenager Harry is desperate to move into a town where he can be more independent.
There's quite a lot of kids in Villas Malaga, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be some people who I get along with, but here it's like only like 80-year-olds.
The pressure is mounting. Nick and Leslie are relying on the summer tourist season to provide 70% of the hotel's annual income. They've poured £500,000 into this building, and with just 6 weeks to go to meet their deadline, there's still plastering and plumbing to do, and all of the windows and bathrooms to install. I would hate to see them fail at this critical stage, but I can't see how this building is going to be ready in time.
You've got this building in a fantastic condition, structurally, but in terms of this being a working business, I look around and just think, I don't know how you're going to do it.
I think, yeah, once again, that's going to be a lot of work to get there for the 1st of June. But, yeah, we've got to get open in June. We've got to get that income.
Because I just feel like, I mean, honestly, don't take it the wrong way, because I want this to be finished more than anyone. But I just feel like the sort of blinkers on a little bit, that everyone's going, there's no other option. We've just got to get there, we've got to get there, we've got to get there, we've got to get there. And the reality of it is you look around and think, well, how's that going to happen? No matter how many people you throw at this job, no matter how well you try and manage it, you just look and think, can this building be renovated and habitable in 6 weeks? And I can't see it.
Well, I think we can. And we're going to keep progressing.
But have you got an emergency plan of action?
No. No.
If you don't make it, what happens?
Yeah. I don't want to get into that state, because I think we start getting stressed out and start getting very concerned about it. The focus and the energy you need to keep this building going is phenomenal. I think we've got a fighting chance. I think we've got to keep pressing. I think if I start putting my energies into thinking of some awful catastrophe, then I think we'll lose sight of it.
If Nick has no plan of action, I wonder if site manager Jean-Pierre has.
Do you have like a program or a schedule that shows everything that's going to happen every week?
I have that in my mind.
That's what I'm worried about. I think the deadline of June is very, very ambitious.
Yes.
Every deadline that Nick and Leslie have set, they've missed, and they're now an entire year behind schedule. Now, I'm amazed that they've managed to remain so optimistic on what has been an epic build. But to have any chance of their business being open in time for the peak summer season, they're going to need more than optimism. They're going to need a miracle.
Nick and Leslie have been through 18 months of frustration, converting an ancient palace into a designer hotel and family home. Their second summer's here, and I can't wait to see how far they've got.
Hello, how are you? Can I come in? This looks lovely, doesn't it?
I'm really pleased with it.
God, it's so light and bright compared to what it was like before. It's fantastic.
It's a huge difference, isn't it? One of our guest rooms.
Oh, it looks great, doesn't it? What a fantastic room.
I'm really pleased.
Well, we're just trying to keep everything as simple as possible.
Yeah.
I wanted to embrace that sort of Moroccan feel of the courtyard, and I wanted to mix it in with the contemporary that Nick and I really like.
I think it looks great.
It is actually looks better than I thought it would. You know, I've had it in my head for so long, and now it's, when I look at it, it's there, and it's been, oh, Nick, God, you're going to cry, Nick. Oh, no, you're not, are you? You're not, are you? Oh, my God, Nick.
You've done it, mate.
Oh,
you've done
dear.
it. That's great. You should be proud. Honestly, I think it's fantastic.
Nick.
You should be really, really proud.
It's been a really tough journey, but Nick and Leslie's hard work has paid off. In their new hotel rooms, the simple layout and luxurious finishes look absolutely stunning. And they've also moved into their new family home.
Wow. You've moved in.
Yeah,
It's
isn't it
brilliant.
Oh,
What do you think?
look at that.
Really, really pleased. Really pleased.
I know, it's so nice to have our own kitchen with our own things in it. It's just such an uplifting moment for us.
It's a cause for celebration. You're living in a 400-year-old palace at last. That's what you've always wanted.
Yeah, at last.
You can see the inside now. We're nearly there. We are nearly there.
But they've had one more final setback, which means the courtyard isn't finished and the hotel can't open till the end of the summer.
It's a real shame, I know.
Oh, it's a real disappointment, isn't it?
Why has that happened?
Well, the reason is, as you know, we've got the swimming pool up on the roof, and we've had a survey done recently just to make sure that this wall can support it. And the outcome has been that we've got to put some steels inside the wall in order to support 8 tons of weight up on the roof.
I mean, it's such a shame, isn't it? Because you've got all that weight on that side of the building, which is basically where the collapse was, so it's the worst place for it to be, I suppose.
Come back
long
haunt
term,
us
it's great,
again,
but...
yeah.
The rest of the hotel, though, is looking fantastic. And this marathon project is on track to come in on their revised budget, a whopping £500,000.
It's quite a lot of pressure, though, for you to have a bigger mortgage in Spain than what you had living in London.
Yeah. Well, I think the difference is, OK, we've got a bigger mortgage, but what do we got here? The mortgage in London was just for our home. Here, we've got a home and a business.
You know, that's going to make us more focused to make sure we keep getting the business in, and we know we're going to be a success, don't we?
The biggest excitement we had was last week when we went live with the website and the first booking came in. It was just so
really
exciting.
Good feeling.
I mean, it was only for one night. It was only €95, but bloody hell, that was exciting. That's the first bit of income we've had for 2 years.
I love it. €95. Yes, we're in business.
But it was really good, wasn't it? We got so excited.
Cheers, cheers, my darling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How would you describe the last year and a half?
I think we took a massive risk. We've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us, all the rubbish and everything else, come out the other side, and now we're going to move on and make a fantastic success of the business.
And we're going to have such a laugh. We really are. I really think we are. The boys love the climate. They love their new school. Girlfriends are on the horizon, creeping in. I just think we've got everything to gain and nothing to lose at the moment. That original dream I had in my head of that visual image of the hotel and the rooms is there. And I think, yeah, bloody hell, we've done it. Good on us. We've bloody well done it, Nick.
Nick and Leslie have had the experience of a lifetime, one that many of us would be too scared to even attempt. They rose to every single challenge that was thrown at them, and they never once doubted the dream. Their optimism is unbelievable. They now have a beautiful home, the makings of a successful business, and a fantastic future for all the family together. When Jason and Philippa met, they knew they wanted to spend the rest of their lives together.
He just seemed like the perfect guy for me.
It was meant to be, you know.
After a whirlwind romance, they're ditching their high-flying jobs in Aberdeen's oil industry for a new life together in France's spectacular Loire Valley. And when they saw this amazing chateau, it was love at first sight all over again.
Felt like I was in a dreamland, really, when I saw this place.
But transforming the chateau into a dream home and upmarket B&B is a massive gamble.
My blood pressure's gone up because I'm 24/7 at work.
With a tight budget and no building experience, Jason and Philippa put their relationship to the ultimate test.
It's like prisoner cell blockade.
And to cap it all, they've just 6 months before their first guests arrive.
I can't see how you can finish this. I can't. Just imagine if you could turn your back on the fight up the career ladder and leave the rat race behind for one of the most beautiful houses imaginable, set
in the most spectacular countryside, somewhere you could live as if you're on holiday for the rest of your life. What if you could live here? The imposing 20-room Chateau de Charlie was built in 1839 and comes with 2 huge farmhouses, stables and barns. It's a far cry from their previous homes in Aberdeen. Set in 25 acres of rolling countryside, it's near the small town of Bourges in the Loire Valley, 80 miles south of Paris. Hi, Jason.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Philippa. How are you?
Hiya.
What a fantastic house. Should we go and have a look?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is just absolutely beautiful, isn't it? You must be thrilled with this.
Oh, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, we saw the place the first time and walked in here, and I mean, that was it. It was just love at first sight.
It's absolutely wonderful. Should we go and have a look upstairs? Because this is just the most stunning staircase you could ever imagine. And this is where most of the work's going to be.
This is it, and the top floor is where pretty much most of my time was spent.
Yeah. The first thing that hits me about the property is its sheer scale. Each floor is the size of 2 4-bedroom houses. The rooms are vast, with amazing 15-foot high ceilings. From the 170-year-old oak staircase to the original marble fireplaces, the chateau is full of exquisite period features.
So you've got this fantastic building, these beautiful grounds. What do you plan to do here?
I want to set up a luxury B&B, a piece of paradise for somebody from the UK, the Netherlands, anywhere in the world to come here and stop and have a luxury break.
The house is massive, so there are going to be great big rooms, lovely bathrooms.
A place where people will go, wow, I mean, just remember it for the rest of their lives,
Jason and Philippa sold their separate homes in Scotland, their cars, and used up all their savings to be able to afford the chateau's £600,000 price tag.
If you're on the outside of it, it might seem like quite a big step and quite risky, but it doesn't, from the inside, doesn't feel like that, does it?
No.
So what made you do this?
Well, although we both had well-paid jobs in Aberdeen in the oil industry, I just thought of it as, or I picture it as this, you're glorified battery hens. You go to work 9 o'clock till 5 in the evening, for instance, and to me that's just no life. I mean, you make all that money and what are you going to do with it?
I like to see us like growing our own stuff in the garden, bottling fruit, making jam. I mean, it sounds a bit sad really, doesn't it?
Brilliant.
Well, obviously there'll be work to do.
Kids running around by this point,
But behind the picture-perfect facade, there's a mountain of work to do. The ground floor is in good order, as is all the period furniture, but the first floor is a total rebuild. At the moment, there are 4 enormous bedrooms that each need an ensuite bathroom. These all require new partition walls, plumbing, electrics, and high-end suites. And to complete the chateau's new first floor layout, Jason and Philippa plan to create a luxurious sitting room for their guests to unwind in. In the chateau's grounds, they also plan to build a swimming pool that they hope will enable them to charge 5-star prices.
So what's this space actually going to be in here?
Well, this space is going to be 2 luxury bathrooms, one that end, one this end for the bedrooms that are next door. And then the rest of this area will be a sitting area for the guests.
Yeah, it'd be nice, maybe a bar in the corner.
He's always thinking the right way. So tell me what work you've got to do in this space, because you've got your work cut out, I think.
Oh yeah. One of the first jobs is going to be to knock holes through the walls for each bathroom.
These walls are about 2 foot thick.
It takes some doing.
3 foot thick.
Yeah. There's 3 of those to do actually, so.
You've definitely got your work cut out.
Yeah.
Having used up every last penny buying the chateau, the couple have borrowed £65,000 to fund the renovation. But in a house this size, building materials and furnishings will eat up a huge part of their budget. With nothing allowed for labour costs, Jason thinks he can do the build himself. Philippa will work in Aberdeen to make the money to cover their loan, their living costs, and to save for a potential winter without paying guests. So in the short term, you're completely abandoning this guy?
I know, it's going to be really hard. because we've not really been apart that much, but it's only for a short period of time and we need to do it to make our life here work. So we'll just have to bite the bullet and give it a go.
So you've set yourself a deadline of finishing this build in May. What happens if you don't get it finished by then?
Well, we will get it finished by then. We have to get it finished by then. We need to be open.
There's no way we're not going to do it.
There's no if, buts or maybes. We will do this and that's it.
This couple's enthusiasm is infectious, but it's the beginning of winter and Philippa is on her way back home to the UK. Jason is going to be left completely on his own, working every waking hour on this massive chateau. And the schedule that he's set himself is relentless and grinding. I just hope for his sake he hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Jason and Philippa met, fell in love and bought a chateau in France's Loire Valley, all within the space of a few months. Their dream is to turn the property into an upmarket B&B, and they've borrowed £65,000 for the renovation. But with nothing budgeted for labour, Jason plans to do the build himself. Philippa will work in Aberdeen to cover their expenses and save up for a potential winter without paying guests. To date, DIY is the limit of Jason's building ambitions. Now he wants to convert the chateau's entire first floor on his own.
Ooh. Make a good health and safety video.
He's got to build 4 giant bedrooms, all with ensuite facilities, along with a luxurious lounge area. All in 6 months, so they don't miss the lucrative summer season. Jason's drawn up a gruelling schedule for himself. In the first 8 weeks, he has to create 4 difficult doorways, put in joists, install flooring, stud walls, plaster them, install the plumbing, toilets and tiling, all without any help.
With the amount of money we've got in our budget to do the work and to achieve everything we want to achieve from the budget, then it doesn't really leave a lot for workmen, that sort of thing.
Jason may have managed big projects in the oil industry, but this build is too much for one man, particularly one lacking any experience. I'd estimate it would take 5 builders at least 4 months to get the job done. After 2 weeks of preparation, Jason begins the serious building work, creating 4 new doorways for the ensuite bathrooms.
I don't think I'm going to need to hire any equipment to help me.
But making holes in 3-foot walls isn't easy.
I don't want the wall falling in on me.
After an entire week of hacking away, Jason's not even finished one doorway.
As the days developed, a bit of a realisation hit me in the fact that the enormity of the task I've got, because there's just me here. Just the simplest things I found quite difficult. My project plan, which I put together, is perhaps a little bit optimistic at first. I'm now behind already.
And to make matters worse, Jason's desperately missing Philippa.
Yeah, I don't have much in the way of company here. I have a cat. Found it quite difficult. I was in this great big house on my own. I sort of feel quite isolated, a bit lonely really.
1,000 miles away in Aberdeen, Philippa is putting on a braver face.
I try not to think about him too much when I'm at work because I've got to get on with things, but I do miss him a lot and I think about him a lot when I'm, all the time really.
Having spent virtually every night together for the first 9 months of their whirlwind romance, they now face months apart, with Philippa having only the occasional weekend visit to the home and man of her dreams.
Let me show you what I've been doing.
Okay. Bloody hell, I didn't know you'd started on the holes through the wall.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've done that.
Despite Jason's slow progress, Philippa wants to stick to their deadline and budget.
I guess we should be a little concerned about the schedule because we might be falling behind. But if we has help here, then we have to have a different budget. And so at this point in time, I don't think he needs to be having any help here unless it's family and friends.
For now, any concerns Philippa has are outweighed by the magic of the chateau.
When I come back, it reminds me of why we're doing all this and why we're going through it. Because sometimes it still hasn't really sunk in that it's really ours, I don't think. I think I'm still sort of coming to terms with it because it's such a gorgeous place here.
Cheers.
And after just a brief weekend together, the couple face yet another painful separation.
All right, have a nice trip. Because Philippa's only here a very short time when she's here, it's quite difficult because it takes a couple of days, I think, probably for me to settle back into doing what I'm doing here, and it's probably similar for Philippa as well back in Aberdeen. You know, you are a bit emotionally drained and that sort of thing. It's probably been tougher than even either of us thought it would be.
If Jason were here, it would taste a whole lot better than this.
After 8 weeks of solitary hard graft, Jason has started many jobs throughout the house, but finished only one doorway, and the strain is beginning to tell.
Yeah, fucking look at that, man, it's wrong. I guess like one of these end rooms is the size of an average flat. I think there's over 100 joists in here, so it's quite a lot.
In less than 4 months, Jason and Philippa aim to open their B&B. To have any chance of meeting that deadline, I think Jason needs help, and fast.
So how many trips up this staircase do you think you make every day, carrying gear, Jason?
I think depending on what I'm doing, it can be up and down here dozens of times.
God, you must be bloody fit.
Bloody knackered.
I see you've knocked this hole in the wall.
Yes,
which is pretty amazing, really.
It was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I sort of had down, I thought, a few days, I'll do that. No, a few weeks to do the doorways, literally.
A few weeks?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now, if I just look at my little pocket here, there's your schedule, this is.
Yes.
There's your dates on.
Yes.
And you should have done create doorway into bathroom. Done that.
Taking that
Excellent.
box.
Excellent. Install drainage system. You've done some of that.
Partly.
Not finished. Install central heat and pipe work.
No.
No. Install floor frame work in service rooms.
Done.
You've done that?
Done.
Excellent. We can tick one box. We can tick one. According to your schedule, out of the 16 things on that list, there's probably one finished.
2 finished.
You started 4, 5, 6 of them, but they're nowhere near done. Yeah. To be honest, I think what you've done is amazing. You know, on your own, by yourself, in the middle of France, can't speak the language, got no help. What you've done is fantastic. But I can't see how you can finish this. What I'm getting at is, to have any chance of getting this project finished, you need help.
I know Jason and Philippa think their love will conquer all, but if they don't follow my advice, I fear the B&B won't be ready, and without the income from guests, Philippa will be forced to continue working in Aberdeen. To add to their worries, Jason discovers the electrics in the house keep shorting, but instead of getting professional help, he thinks he can rectify the problem.
The way that the previous owners had wired the place was not correct according to regulations and standards, so I've been having to effectively rework every circuit in the house.
To work on each circuit, Jason has to turn off the power every time, and the switch is 400 yards away.
And then you're back again. Oh.
Jason and Philippa want to open the chateau to guests in May, less than 3 months away. By now, Jason should have built all the bathrooms, but he hasn't even started the walls. Instead, after 4 weeks, he's still rewiring the house.
Sake, right. That's probably why I've lost a stone in weight. Up and down, up and down. going to take me months, and there's going to be several kilometres of cables had to be put in to wire all this. I don't know if I could be classed as being a precision person, but maybe a bit anal, I guess. I don't know. Right, I'm not sure which fucking circuit's which.
Almost as frustrating as rewiring kilometres of cabling are Jason's trips to purchase materials, severely testing his limited French.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur.
J'avais une question pour interrupteur.
Un interrupteur, ouais, d'accord.
Yeah, oui.
Ok.
Can you...
Comment?
Yeah. Voulez-vous j'ai switch and
At times like these, Jason misses his French-speaking fiancée even more than usual.
For me, when Philippa gets here, it finishes the jigsaw. It's like the last piece in it, and it just everything just clicks because we're together in the place of our dreams, and it's just all it's great, really.
After a long and testing 2 months apart, Philippa's on her way back to France.
If I could step back in time a year, I mean, my life has so totally changed. I've changed my job, I've changed where I live, I have a new partner, like everything has changed. So it is really like a dream for people to go and do what we're doing.
But the reality for Jason is he's way behind schedule. And he wants Philippa to realise he can't cope alone.
I was chatting with George. You know, he was saying in reality that we're going to need to get some help if we want to meet our deadline.
I mean, I'm a bit concerned about it because from the standpoint of the budget, we've not really budgeted to pay for help.
But for me, it would be nice. I'd feel a bit... Because I'm here all the time, and all I see is just a building site, you know? It'd be nice to see something that's finished, you know? Might give you a bit more of a boost, won't it?
Paying for extra help for Jason will mean scaling down their plans or eating into their savings for a winter without guests. Next morning, after checking the accounts, Philippa sees sense and calls an electrician for a quote.
Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour.
We are, how do you say? Because we can't...
He probably understands that.
We can't change that now because the previous owners made a real arse of the electrics.
But Jason's 6 weeks of wiring work leaves the electrician equally unimpressed.
This is not good.
Right. And do you want him to give us a quote for doing some of the work upstairs and stuff?
Yes.
The electrician believes it will take 2 months and £6,500 to fix the mess, meaning Jason's wasted crucial time and money.
Well, it's very expensive for us, really, but I don't know. I'll have to talk to Jason and see what we think. What do you think? It's expensive, isn't it?
It is expensive, but I'm thinking of a timescale factor as well.
I know. I think I think he'll do the job properly. And at the end of the day, sometimes you get what you pay for, you know.
Even though Jason's inexperience has jeopardised their ability to open their B&B on time and pushed them thousands of pounds over budget, the couple's love for each other is unshakable.
It's amazing how it works between us because I would say invariably we agree on
nothing.
But I don't know. We just both seem to manage to compromise somehow, and yeah, it's always managed to do.
We complement each other really well. In a way, I think that's sort of part of the way we sort of work together.
But working together is not enough to hit their May deadline, just 6 weeks away. Jason's build is way behind schedule and the couple face some big decisions.
I think in reality now we're looking at the end of July as being an opening date.
So where does this new July deadline come from? Why July?
You thought we might have taken on too big a challenge when we told you about what we're doing here at the chateau, but we maybe rather stupidly have decided to get married as well in July, so we've got that to plan for as well.
Well, that's fantastic news. Really, really amazing. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, I mean, I think we decided that it would just be such a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? I mean, it's just a bit of a dream come true to get married in your own home somewhere like this. And, finish the chateau so we can, we get married and we can show people what we've done and our family and friends. And
it will be nice to have all our family and friends down here to see the place and for the wedding.
This is a wonderful fairy tale romance. Now, I don't mean to shatter Jason and Philippa's dreams, but the new B&B is now 3 months behind schedule. They haven't budgeted for any help, and they've now got the added pressure of organising their wedding. It's going to be a miracle if the chateau's open in time for their big day. In less than a year, Jason and Philippa met, fell in love, and bought this chateau in France's Loire Valley.
And here's to the rest of our days here.
For the last 5 months, they've been converting the property into their dream home and an upmarket B&B. Now they're planning to marry in the grounds and have just 3 months to finish the place before their wedding day. To keep money coming in, Philippa works in Aberdeen, but with nothing budgeted for labour, Jason is struggling alone with the build. His progress has been slow and it's been costly.
Bonjour, monsieur.
They've missed their original opening deadline. Now they face spending thousands on an electrician to fix Jason's attempt at wiring.
This is not good.
But with money tighter than ever, Philippa has decided to quit her job.
Just totally sick of it. So
it's been really hard.
I think it'd be better in a way to kind of come down here and get started on stuff here, and then if I need to go back at a later date, maybe do that rather than carry on in Aberdeen now.
But almost immediately, Philippa's back in Aberdeen for a crucial appointment.
Oh, that's gorgeous. It's class, Philippa.
On the way back to France, Philippa stops off at her parents' house.
Heavy. We were very happy. Philippa's had a lot of boyfriends, but this is the first time that she's, really been in love, I think. And we're very happy for them. Bye-bye, love. Bye.
Not only does Philippa have her parents' blessing, they've also agreed to foot the bill for her wedding.
See you soon.
Hello. Not there, anyway. It's good to have you back. And in the evenings, because it's a bit lonely here on your own.
I know, I could imagine.
And then we can get all this work done.
Loads to do.
Now back at the chateau full-time, Philippa finally appreciates the scale of the task ahead.
We've got such a lot of work to do here. Because the rooms are so big, it just takes ages to do any job that you think you can do in a day or whatever, and it ends up taking you 2 or 3 days. We've got this deadline of getting ready for the wedding, so we really have to do what it takes to be ready.
What?
Not keeping us busy enough down here.
There are some things you could do, actually.
What?
It's whether you would want to do them.
For months, Jason and Philippa have had a romantic dream of sharing their life in the chateau. But now they're both here in the thick of the build, the couple are struggling to work together.
I am finding it a little bit hard settling in, I think. I do feel a little bit like Jason's made a lot of decisions without my input that I would have wanted to have input on. And it's finding the things that I need to do because Jason's been kind of running everything while I've not been here. It's like prisoner cell block 8.
One thing Jason and Philippa agree on is the urgent need for an electrician to fix the faulty wiring job. His bill is £6,500.
Today, I take out the cables.
Despite me telling Jason he needs help months ago, the electrician is the first professional tradesman they've hired. If they want to finish renovating the chateau in time for their wedding, I've got to step in.
So Philippa, are you now getting an understanding of the enormity of the task? Just how big a task is that?
It's just a massive task. There's so much to do. You start to worry that, when we're ever going to get it finished, really.
July 29th.
Yeah, it's got to be finished. Yeah.
Just keep reminding you of that day,
Yeah.
July 29th, wedding day.
Yeah.
Are you worried at the minute?
I constantly worry,
I don't worry so much.
just because I just think there's so much to do, so little time, but just keep pressing on.
Shall we have a look at what you've done so far and then take a view on it?
Okay.
I want to see the guest bedrooms and bathrooms.
Needs plastering.
Jason spent so long on the chateau's wiring, he's made very little progress since my last visit.
So here, plastering, you've got to do the electrics from scratch. You're plastering the ceiling?
Ceiling, yeah.
Ceiling needs to be done, new lights everywhere, floor needs to be sorted out. The old ensuite bathroom problem, where you've knocked this opening through. Plasterboard on the walls, bath, toilets, sink, shower, window needs painting, new door frames, new lights, and tiles. There's lots to do.
You're more depressed than we are.
That's not surprising. I've no idea if they can do it. I'm making a schedule to see if there's any chance the chateau can be open for their big day.
40 square metres of tiling. Have you tiled before?
Yeah. Not 40 square metres.
The only way to hit the deadline is to hire labourers, plasterers and tilers.
We need a tiler here and we need a joiner here.
But all this labour will mean more expenditure that they haven't budgeted for.
£16,500.
The only way Jason and Philippa can afford an extra 16 grand for labour is to scale down their plans. They wanted a swimming pool, but it'll have to wait until the B&B is generating an income. Meeting their wedding deadline is far more important.
If you pull these people on and you work to these deadlines that we've set, you could do it.
We'll do it.
We'll do it. Good.
Now that George has left, I think I'm feeling a bit more positive about being able to achieve what we need to achieve.
Even then, we're going to be flat out to get ready.
I know.
I'd say.
I know, we will be flat out.
Despite the extra spend, Philip has taken my advice and is busy trying to get help. But to find contractors at the last minute in rural France is far from easy.
We've had 2 plasterers here to try and get us a quote for doing all the plastering we need done upstairs, and they basically can't start until November or the end of the year because they're so busy with other work, and they say they don't know anybody else in the area who would be in any different situation.
Not only does she need to find tradesmen, there's also their wedding to organise.
I've got pretty much everything left to arrange for the wedding, so it's good to get started on some of the things. Not sorted out any music, not sorted out the invitations, not really sorted out anything apart from the date.
In nearby Bourges, Philippa gets busy.
Music, we have nothing at the moment.
It depends. Techno, rock, everything. We have
everything?
Yeah, really? Ah, très bon le toit, comme ça, yeah.
While his fiancée sorts out the wedding, Jason struck lucky with the build. He's found 3 plasterers, 2 of them Brits, to do the work. The news is music to Philippa's ears.
I just love having Jason around, you know. I like having someone that sorts all my problems out, fixes all my stuff for me. And it's just, you know, it's fantastic having somebody that can do all those things.
After only 2 weeks, the plasterers have made a startling difference.
They've put up the ceilings, put up the walls with the plasterboard, and then they've obviously plastered over the top of that. Well, looking at it, I think, I'll have to check the bills and stuff, but I think we've put in 600 square metres of plasterboard. We had a guy to do the tiling for the bathrooms. The electrician has been sort of coming and going, and he should be finished hopefully next week.
Well, you won't be too mature, it would just be impossible.
Despite all the problems we've had, and any problems we may have, there's no way I would want to go back to what I was doing and give all this up. This is a dream come true, really, to be in this sort of position.
But the rapid progress has meant going thousands over budget. There's absolutely no money in the pot for a swimming pool, and Jason and Philippa may even have to dip into the money reserved for a winter with no guests. Marketing the property is now essential. The B&B is their new livelihood, so the quicker they attract guests, the better.
It's just the worry that we'll be able to make the business work in time. What we've saved will run out, and then, you know, I've got to get another job or the business has to be running. And it's that sort of uncertainty that I find a little bit stressful.
Despite all the progress, Jason's still stressing about getting the building work finished on time.
There's a scary amount of work left to do though when you look at it upstairs, because there's just so much painting that needs doing upstairs. My blood pressure's gone up because I'm 24/7 at work. A bit saturated by it really, I guess.
With costs spiralling, Philippa also faces a punishing schedule.
There's 31 windows in the house, so I've got to make 2 curtains for each. It'll probably take a good day and a half to do maybe 1 set of curtains by the time you've messed around, done the hem and hung them up and everything. It's going to take 45 days.
The race to finish the build means Philippa's now cutting it fine with her own wedding arrangements.
I've got to sort the priest out. I've got to get wedding rings, got to find some clothes for Jason to wear. I've got to sort the drinks out for the wedding. I've got to sort out the seating plan, the decorations in the marquee, and a few little details that need to be sorted out as well.
There are just 4 weeks to the wedding. I'm keen to find out if my action plan has helped bring their dream any closer. How are you? You well?
Thank you.
Good to see you. Hi,
Hiya.
Philippa. How's it all going?
Well, pretty well.
Shall we go and have a look?
Yeah.
Hello there, look at you. That's sweet. This place is looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moved on.
Yeah, okay.
Which is great. It's a beautiful room. Still a bit of work, but it looks
Still a
good.
bit of work, but it's
It's getting there.
you know, it's 3/4 of the way there.
But you've made a massive push over the last month or so. Huge.
Yeah, I mean, getting the plasters, the guys that we had in, I mean, that's made the difference. Okay.
Now, are you going to be ready to be open for business? That's the big question. Is this building going to start earning some money for you?
We haven't done enough work on our marketing.
So why are you so behind on your marketing?
Well, we've been concentrating on doing the work, I guess, and everything else. I mean, there's only so many hours in the day that we can fit everything in.
I just have this image, and I might be being a bit too miserable here, of the 2 of you sitting here on your own all the way through winter, beans on toast.
Every clothes in our wardrobe.
Yeah, exactly. No heating on, not even turning the tap on for much water, and no guests, and you're skinned.
No, I mean, hell, even if it does boil down to that, it's all right because Philippa's here.
You'll just get on with it.
We'll manage, yeah.
Yeah, we'll manage.
So how's all the wedding plans going then? Good? Or not good?
It's all a bit last minute, but hopefully it will be there by the day. It's been quite stressful because it's just trying to find all those people in France is difficult, and we had to drive for 2 hours to find someone that was willing to conduct the wedding service. We had to go and meet them, and then we've still not got anyone to play any music in the church.
This is turning into, you know, quite a beautiful romantic story, really.
Maybe a little, but
come on,
no, but no,
it's
it is. It's but it's everything that we hoped it would be, and more really, because we're both together now here. We're planning our wedding, which will be perfect. Everything's just falling into place. It's great.
What could go wrong in a place like this with the wedding?
Don't ask me questions like that.
Progress has admittedly been impressive, but Jason and Philippa are now totally on their own. With all the wedding arrangements still to make and the monumental task of decorating these enormous rooms.
I can't quite believe that they've got this far. After 8 months of slogging away at this build, Jason and Philippa have just got 4 weeks until their deadline, and they're going to have a massive push to have any chance of getting the bed and breakfast ready for their first guests, their friends and family invited to their wedding.
For the last 9 months, Jason and Philippa have been struggling to transform this chateau in France's Loire Valley into a luxury B&B. In just 2 days' time, 150 guests will descend on the chateau for their wedding.
Wow. Look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh.
Well done, mate. Are you all right?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Fine, thank you.
All ready for the guests?
Pretty much there now, yeah.
Just
a bit of a difference, eh?
This is brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I mean, stunning curtains, beautiful coloured walls. The wallpaper's great. Looks like the perfect place that you'd want to stay in France.
I think so.
We think so, yeah.
Using their incredible eye for detail, Philippa and Jason have totally transformed the first floor into an elegant living space that echoes the splendour of this early 19th century chateau.
We think we've created a house that anybody that walked in would be, they'd be shocked and amazed and impressed.
It's nice to see it all come together and look so good together.
They've not only created an upmarket B&B, they now have their dream home.
Yes, it was a beautiful house in the first place, but it didn't have any character, did it? It didn't have anything to it. And look at it now, you've brought this place to life.
Each of the 4 giant guest bedrooms is individually designed, using furniture that came with the house and some bought at local French antique markets. But it's the transformation of this once derelict space into a luxurious ensuite bathroom that most impresses me, especially given the agony Jason suffered on the way.
Wow. I mean, this is luxury, super luxury. And Jason just knocking through these walls was a mammoth task, wasn't it? I mean, the amount of work in here.
There was no waste system, there was no plumbing system, there was no electrics, there was no floors, there was no ceilings, there was no nothing.
And what I love about what you've done is you've positioned the bath perfectly so that when you're lying there, you look out the window.
Yeah, you've got such a fabulous view out of there.
So come on then, I want to see more. What should we see next?
We'll take you through to the salon.
The salon?
Yeah.
That sounds very French and very posh.
It is.
The couple's original plan was to complete the build with £65,000. They've come in on budget, but only because they scaled down their plans and did without a swimming pool. Jason and Philippa want to build a pool as soon as they can afford to, but as they've done no marketing, money is understandably tight.
The house is actually quite expensive to run. It costs about £3,000 a month to run, what with the taxes, all the bills, the money that we need to repay on our loan. So it's a lot of money going out every month.
Yeah. But you've had nothing coming in for some time, so you're under even more pressure now.
I could go back and do some more work, which is something that we might have to think about. But at the minute, we're trying not to think about that, but you know, that is something that I could do.
We can just about cope.
Until next year.
Cope going through winter again, as long as we only, ration sort of a tin of beans a day.
For now, Jason and Philippa will struggle financially, but you just know that in the long run, this labour of love really will pay dividends. They've created a luxurious B&B they should be really proud of. It's a sort of place guests will want to return to time and time again.
Describe to me what the journey has been like that you've made over the last year.
You get these pilgrims that go on a trip to Mecca or something. It's kind of, we've gone on doing something like that, and we've reached the Holy Land or whatever, and this is it. It's amazing.
And it just all seems worth it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you look at what you've achieved here, it's the stuff of dreams. You could never have imagined this a year and a half ago, could you?
I don't know, I guess it's a fairy tale, really.
I wake up each morning and can't believe how lucky I am, because I've got the best fiancé in the world, and we're getting married in 2 days' time, and we live in this fantastic house, and our life just couldn't be more perfect.
I have to say, I feel absolutely privileged to have followed Jason and Philippa's romantic fairy tale story. In just 18 months, they met, fell in love, and set out on an epic journey to create a life that most people would spend years just dreaming about. And now, they're about to get married. And what's wonderful is that this is just the beginning of the rest of their lives together.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
I pronounce that they are husband and wife.
Frank and Alice Freestone have made the biggest and bravest decision of their lives. They're starting a new life and business in Croatia, running a nature retreat in the middle of the mountain wilderness.
If we can pull it all together, we get this business up and going, we won't be working, we'll be actually living.
Before they can open for business, they face the challenge of renovating this derelict house.
The chimney's not finished, the roof's not finished, the doors don't fit properly.
We just want you to talk to us.
Just totally pissed off with the whole situation at the moment.
It's now a bit of a mess, isn't it? Really? You're in a real mess.
It's going to take determination and every penny of their life savings to make this dream work.
If this falls through, I'd go back to the UK and I'd go in the council house. I wouldn't even bother to come out and cut the grass.
Builder Frank Freestone has been driven out of the Cambridge suburbs where he's lived all his life.
The countryside is forever creeping away from me. When I was a child, there used to be trees everywhere all around the village and lots of woods and everything like that. And this used to be all farm down here. They built all this lot did. You can see where it's all going.
So Frank and his wife Alice are moving overseas. They're selling the home Frank's lived in since he was born, which contains a lifetime of memories.
When you've lived in a house as long as we have, all the stuff you find is amazing.
This is where I started, I suppose. Born upstairs. 49 years of my life, isn't it? I'm going up now. We're moving. We're going to live a better life.
Their search for unspoiled countryside is taking them to Croatia. Half an hour from the tourist hotspots on the Adriatic coast lies the tranquil Učka Nature Park. It spreads for over 10 miles, and with just a scattering of villages, it's the perfect antidote to the crowded Cambridge suburbs. This is truly breathtaking, but extremely remote. I can imagine it's a challenging place to start a new life, let alone a new business. But Frank and Alice aren't daunted. When most people of their age are planning a comfortable, cosy retirement, they're about to begin the adventure of their lives.
Hi, George.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Alice.
Hi.
Are you well?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Come and see what this is all about, George.
Honestly, whoa, it's stunning top.
Come and have a look at this.
This is so beautiful up here, isn't it?
What do you think? Right.
Stunning.
Our whole life is going to begin on that piece of land down there. Round about there is 13.5 acres of absolutely beautiful countryside. We want to live amongst the nature, the wildlife. Every step you take, the grasshoppers are jumping around you. Butterflies just come and land on you. I feel like we belong there. I really do. That's our future.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
We really are excited.
And at our age, when we get excited, that is something outstanding.
Frank and Alice have bought 13 acres of land and a 200-year-old farmhouse. There's no other property in any direction for 2 miles. Wow. So this is it.
What do you think, George?
Absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Do you understand why we fell in love with it?
I do. It's in the most idyllic, quiet spot you could ever imagine.
We're so lucky to find this.
How did you come across it?
It was advertised on the internet and we came over for a week and we just fell in love with it.
How much did you pay for it?
We paid.
It worked out to £56,000.
That is an unbelievable bargain. 13.5 acres, a beautiful old building. What do you plan to do with it?
Alice?
Well, we'd actually like to turn it into a wildlife retreat for people to come and stay with us. Our plan is to have 6 log cabins and then we'll turn the house itself into a lodge.
They want the retreat to have a real sense of seclusion. The 6 log cabins will be built in the woods at the back of the house. The house itself will be converted into a lodge that Frank and Alice will share with their paying guests. The lobby and reception area boasts a gallery that will let natural light flood into this open space. The dining room will be a place for the guests to relax in after a long day's nature watching. Upstairs are Frank and Alice's private quarters. There are 3 bedrooms, all with spectacular views across the nature park to Učka Mountain. To afford this dream, Frank and Alice have sold their UK home and cashed in all their savings. This gives them £165,000 to build the retreat. It may sound a healthy amount, but the last time this house was inhabited was in World War II. It has no electricity, gas or even water. Now let's see just what you've taken on here. Wow. Just a small building project, Frank.
Yeah. Looks daunting, but I can see the end product. And I know.
Can you?
Yeah, I can.
Even in this condition?
Yeah.
You can see the end product like this?
I can. Yeah, I can.
It's a great building though.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of character to it, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
In addition to this huge restoration project, they also have to build 6 log cabins for guest accommodation. But there's a small matter that could ruin their plans to open for business next summer, just 8 months away. Now 6 log cabins in amongst beautiful parkland like this, have you got planning permission and everything for those?
Not yet for the planning.
You haven't?
No. No, this is... all the planning has been submitted and everything.
I mean, if you don't get planning approval for these 6 lodges,
yeah,
the dream falls apart.
We've got to get there. We've got no option.
This is the most magical place, and I can see why Frank and Alice have been seduced by it. But to invest so much in this dream, both financially and emotionally, without having planning permission for the guest accommodation, shows a huge lack of experience. They've taken on an enormous gamble. I just hope that it pays off. Frank and Alice Freestone have turned their backs on suburban retirement to undertake the biggest adventure of their lives. They've sold their family home in Cambridge and bought 13 acres of beautiful parkland in Croatia. Their dream is to run a nature retreat in this remote mountain wilderness.
I get up in the morning, I look at all this, all the way around us, and I see the birds in the trees. And I just know it's right. I know, got to be here.
It's November, and after 2 months of planning bureaucracy delays, Frank and Alice can finally start building. Turning this pile of stones into a guest house is going to be a huge job. So with their budget of £165,000, they've hired a team of 6 builders, headed up by Croatian architect Nenad Konkal.
That's
yeah,
first.
oh yeah,
Ground,
the kitchen. Yeah.
Kitchen,
Yeah.
And they've got their work cut out, building through a bitter winter.
Builders have started stripping the roof off. Everything is just steamrolling ahead now. They're talking about 2 months. If they do it in 2 months, well, definitely be a feather in their cap.
2 months to complete the exterior is an incredibly optimistic deadline, but they're certainly off to a fast start. The next job is rebuilding the 2 collapsed stone walls.
They are picking
the right stone.
Picking the right stone to make it more natural and more old-fashioned.
To see this all going ahead, it's really lovely. Really getting excited now.
No, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. I'll tell you, if you had a gang of blokes like this in the UK, I tell you, you'd make a bloody fortune.
In just 2 weeks, the walls are up, the second floor is going in, and there's a new member on the workforce. Builder Frank is back in his overalls.
There's no way I could sit and just watch what's going on. I just have to get involved in it. The first week was a little bit dodgy. I mean, they didn't quite know how to take me and everything like that. But now we get on really well. We have lunches together and everything. It's a good working environment. That's lovely. Good, no?
Meanwhile, Alice settles into a quieter pace of life in the caravan.
Well, they call us the mad English people down in the village, but I actually love it being up here on my own. I think it's making me appreciate a lot more of the simple things in life. I don't miss the television at all. Occasionally we put the radio on. I like to put the Croatian station on when I do have it on, just so I can listen to the language. But it's just nice and relaxing to be sort of in the quiet more than anything.
Frank and Alice have to get the retreat open for business by next summer, before their savings run out. They're taking a massive gamble, as they don't yet have planning permission to build their guest log cabins. They've been waiting for an answer for over a year.
Alice and myself are going to Pazin. We've got a really important meeting with the planners with regards to the applications we've put in about the log cabins. I just hope we get a really good result from this. It's so important. This could be the turning point, I think. Our boundary is here.
Kaže, njihova granica od njih što su kupili, znači ide tu na ovu stranu, jel? 874. je bila talijanska obitelj.
But the meeting is not the turning point they'd hoped for. They're left confused and no closer to getting their permission.
It's been a language barrier. It's understanding what you have to do. It's just a bureaucracy. I mean, it's driving me up the wall. As you see from that meeting, there is just no way that any British person can actually come over here and carry this out on their own.
The log cabins are at the heart of the retreat. Without them, Frank and Alice have no business or future in Croatia. They've now been here for 2 months, and I'm worried they're committing more and more to this dream,
without having any guarantees of ever getting that vital permission.
You haven't officially got the planning through yet, have you?
No, it's because,
Still?
Yeah, we're still waiting for it, so...
And unfortunately at the planning office, then you get put to the bottom of the queue again and things like that.
So every time you made a change, your planning application went to the bottom of the pile?
Yeah.
Drawings had to go back in, they come back out, they went back in. I was going backwards and forwards. And we honestly, at one stage, we were ready to say, oh, let's sell the damn place and have done with it.
No.
We really got that low.
No.
Frank and Alice are caught in a nightmare situation they have no control over. All they can do is wait for an answer and continue to push forward with the house. And that, I'm pleased to see, is looking good.
God, you've done a lot.
Yeah.
You have done a lot.
Yeah.
First floor's gone in terms of the concrete.
Yeah.
Come and have a look at my kitchen.
What a difference.
Yeah.
This
Really
room
cool.
is a complete wreck, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it
And
was.
you didn't even have any perimeter walls, really.
No,
It collapsed.
Now that the wall's been rebuilt, it actually seems bigger than it used to.
How's it moved so quickly? Why have you got this pace behind the job?
Well, the builders we've got, because they're actually coming from the capital Zagreb and they're staying here, they work all the time they can, and that's basically it. So it's Saturdays, Sundays, we're just ploughing through.
And this is what? This is -8, -10 today?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Absolutely freezing. And the guys are working 12-hour days, 7 days a week?
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
But upstairs, the house is still without a roof and protection from the elements.
The big question is, when are you going to get this roof on?
Well, we was hoping to be ready by the end of this week, so in sort of 4 days' time.
We've got to get this roof on as
Yeah.
fast as possible
Yeah,
for this building to be wind and watertight.
But a few days after my visit, temperatures plummet to their coldest in decades. Even the hardy builders can't get up the mountain road, leaving Frank and Alice all alone in the caravan in -20 degrees.
Frank, can you put the generator on for me? The sink's iced up.
Come on, baby. Bloody generator won't start, Alice.
But I do worry about Alice, and I worry about, getting supplies. Because we've got we've got radio, but we couldn't understand the weather forecast, so it completely caught us by surprise.
We didn't expect to get the second lot of snow, I must admit, and to get so much of it.
Chilly out there, Don. Are you right?
Yeah, fine.
Where's the lighter?
Like the candles.
Mm.
2 weeks later, the snow's thawed, and the builders returned to make a start on the roof.
Because labour's cheap here, it's cheaper to buy nails and pay a man to knock them in than what it is to buy one of these. I'm going to see if I can get Steph to have a go with this. I am. Come on, I want you to have a go. Yeah? What's the nail gun like, Steph? Good? Good. Dobra. That means good.
So while the guys are working out there in -15, 20 degrees, what do you do to occupy your time all day?
Well, I'm really lazy, really. It's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. I've never read so much in all my life, and I sit in here and I read. I have actually started making cakes, though. In the mornings, I've been making a cake for the builders.
At this rate, Frank might struggle to get you in the house when it's finished. You might just hide in the caravan for the next few years.
He has actually said that he's moving in the house, I'm staying in here.
I knew it. And you're in this position where you're spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with each other all the time now. How's that working out?
The fact that we actually don't get on each other's nerves is incredible. So that really goes to show how happy we are here. It's nice after all this time of marriage to actually be just together.
I thought I'd do the same as the rest of you, nothing all day.
It's March, and the house is looking in good shape. The roof is finished, the windows are in, and all the partition walls are going up. But one of Frank and Alice's biggest challenges in setting up the retreat is the lack of water supply. At the moment, their only water source is 3 miles away.
We have to go up to get our water every other day so that we have enough for washing and cooking, and you realise then just how much water you do use.
And that's just the two of them in a caravan. To run the retreat, they'll either have to ship water in tanks, which is an expensive option, or find a natural water source on their land.
Today we should be having the water diviner out. He's supposed to be very successful in finding water, which we hope, fingers crossed, he will find some for us.
Dobar dan, Drago.
I'm Frank.
Drago.
Dobar dan.
Dobar dan.
A water diviner, I mean, if I was to tell my friends that we had a man walking around here with a twig in his hand, I suppose people would think you're a little bit nuts, but I mean, what other options do we have?
Look.
Okay.
Do you see that?
I'll show this here. We've determined there's water here, and now he's trying to determine the depth of the water.
48, 49. Yes.
Okay, now we've determined that it's between 48 and 49 meters.
Would you mind if I had a go?
Možemo probati sa rašljama?
Može.
Yes, you can, of course.
Meni školu bude neke platili I bomo budemo doma.
I don't believe that.
Majka Božja. Mi to
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
To još uvijek je tu.
I'm the one that, if anything, I wanted to prove him wrong, but it just done it. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Yeah, perhaps I ought to not pay him now and find it myself.
With full faith, Frank and Alice shell out £5,000 to drill through solid rock to find their water.
They're drilling now, it's about 15 metres. Right, just put another pole on, and when that pole's used, that'll take us up to 30 metres. About 44 metres now, I should imagine. What we've actually got coming out of the hole is this. It's dry and dusty, and what they've actually said is, this is what you want. One's actually laden with moisture, and the other one is just dust.
They've hit 48 metres, the depth the diviner predicted there would be water. But all they've got is dry soil. They decide to give up. That's £5,000 down the drain.
Well, what happens now is we ship the water in, but that is going to work out expensive.
I'm really disappointed.
To have spring water being shipped in all the time and the amount we are going to use, it's just, you know...
Puts the costs up for everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does.
But there's worse news to come. With the start of the tourist season just 3 months away, Frank and Alice finally hear back from the planning office. They've been refused permission to build their guest accommodation. All they can do now is appeal.
If they say no, if they come back and say, we will not grant permission to you for these log cabins, what happens then?
We still want to stay here, don't we? We love it here. We definitely still want to stay here.
It's the economics, though, isn't it? I mean, how can we stay here if we've got no income? Honestly, I think if this falls through, I wouldn't bother to work anymore.
You'd be devastated, absolutely.
I would be. I'd go back to the UK and I'd go in a council house and that'd be it. I wouldn't even bother to come out and cut the grass.
I don't think you'd do that.
I think I would do.
Just how you
No,
feel
I would
at the
do.
moment.
I would. No, it's not how I feel at the moment. When you work your whole life and you get to a stage and you plough everything into one dream, and then if that's cut off and that's it and you can't go on any further, what would you do?
I don't want to sit.
Let them crawl. We're going to be okay. Don't get upset.
Six months ago, Frank and Alice quit their jobs, sold their home, and invested all their savings in their dream to run a nature retreat in Croatia. But they've had a huge setback. Planning permission to build their guest accommodation has been refused. Their only hope now is to appeal.
We're determined that we are going to do it. We're determined we're going to stay here because we love it. So we've got to find a way. We won't just give in, that's for sure.
But with Frank and Alice continuing to go round in circles with the planning authorities, I decided to talk to their architect Nenad to see if he can help find a solution.
So Nenad, you're saying that the only way they can get permission for the log cabins is once they've done everything with the house, the infrastructure, the services, the electric, the gas, everything.
Everything, yeah.
Then they allow permission for 6 log cabins. You promise me?
Yes.
This is great news. The race is now on to get the house finished so they can resubmit their application. And this time, they have their architect's word that it will be approved.
Do you think we'll have any problems like we had last time?
No. I can promise you.
Frank and Alice pull out all the stops, as the quicker they finish the house, the more time they have to get the cabins built for the summer season, which is now just 3 months away.
Voilà. See you.
Inside, the house has been plastered, plumbed and wired.
I know we're having underfloor heating downstairs,
yeah.
but we've got radiators up here, so under the windows in the bedroom.
And we also want them on the stone wall.
Alice is on the case to get the gas and electrics connected.
Double down, is Mrs. Raffaella there, please?
And the hall is prepared to house those expensive water tanks. So Alice, the house is looking great, isn't it?
Oh, well, that certainly is now, yes.
Is it starting to feel like home for you now?
I do like it. I do like the design. I like the open bit so that you can see right up.
What are you actually going to do, for the house and the business and everything when things are up and running? What's your role going to be?
Chief cook and bottle washer, I think, to start with. I'm prepared to do anything that I have to do to get it running.
Keeping Frank organised?
Yes. He can be out here wandering around.
And whose dream do you think this is, Alice? Because to me it always seemed like it was Frank's dream at the beginning, but is that starting to change?
Originally I think it was, but it's our dream now. Definitely. We'd both fallen in love with the place, but it was really Frank's dream to really set things up should we go. But it is my dream now, and I'd be just as devastated as him if anything went wrong.
With the dream in their sights, Frank and Alice can start looking to the future and planning for the business. Frank's idea is to run nature trails for guests and share his passion for wildlife.
We're definitely going to have to squat up on all the different types of
plants
because most of the plants, Alice, I haven't seen any of them before.
No.
I mean, there's such a variety, isn't there? We're going to have to get a book on alpines, Alice. I mean, look at it, look. It's just a dream, and to see the faces of other people when they see some of the wildlife we've seen.
Oh, that's pretty.
Pretty, isn't
it? Since he was a little boy, he's always been one of those people that has to pick everything up. He looked under every stone when he was a child, so it's absolutely heaven for him.
If we can pull it all together, we get this business up and going, we won't be working, we'll be actually living. And I believe that's what you're on this world for. You're on this world to live, not to work.
Before Frank and Alice can start their new life, they have to get the house finished. They thought it was nearing completion, but Frank's just been told by the builders that because of a damp problem, they're now going to have to undertake major groundworks.
In the UK, we come in, we start a building project, you always get the groundwork done first. So all excavations done.
What you mean, like drainage around the outside of the house, foundations?
Ground levelling,
everything.
Seems to me a lot of the time they work arse about face, they really do.
But the groundworks that they have to do around this building are really, really important. Because the house is dug into the mountainside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, when they dig out the ground and disturb the stability of this building, you could get cracking everywhere. And imagine,
the vibrations.
Imagine getting all the vibrating kit out to chop out all of that stonework,
Yeah.
which means this house is just going to go... And all that means is that all this lovely plaster that you spent lots of money on is going to crack, break up, split. All of that will have to be put right again.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to keep my fingers crossed for you, mate.
Everything else as well.
Every finger, every toe.
Yeah.
Keep them crossed because this could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it could do.
It's soon clear why this job should have been done right at the start. If the digger dislodges any of the foundation boulders, the walls could collapse.
The thing is, we've got a concrete ceiling, which is the floor. This is supported on the stonework. You damage that there, this drops, that drops, everything comes down. Christ, you see, I can feel the floor going up and down as he's digging that. Open the door, so if this boulder falls in it, you see.
When you've got a great big digger like that right next to your house, it is a bit frightening.
The excavation work will continue for weeks. They have to dig a 3-metre wide trench all the way around the house.
Now, because this old house is dug into the side of the mountain, it's caused a lot of problems for Frank and Alice because all of the water has been seeping into the building. But this wall now has to be completely rebuilt, put back with concrete and fully damp-proofed. And that is at least another 6 weeks' work.
This is a mountain of extra work. And just when they need all the manpower they can get to meet that summer deadline, the builders are nowhere to be seen.
The last time we see the builders was 13 days ago. So, you know, we're just getting totally pissed off with it now, you know. Nobody's rung up with an explanation or anything. You get to wonder if you're being taken for an idiot or something, you know, that's how you feel.
This is not only a blow to the schedule, but also the budget. Frank and Alice paid a fixed price for the job, so they can't afford to employ another set of builders to finish the groundworks. All they can do is wait.
Alice?
Yeah?
He got the phone.
Frank hopes his architect Nenad can shed some light on the disappearance of the builders.
Yeah.
Phone turned off.
And I think Nenad just doesn't know what to say to you because of what's happened this time, because he promised that they were supposed to be here on Saturday.
But you see, what's a phone call? Phone call's nothing, is it? Yeah?
Well, hopefully we might get an answer tomorrow.
No, because the bloody phone will be off again, won't it? Getting rather pissed off with it all.
Frank and Alice's summer deadline is slipping away as 4 weeks pass without any communication from the builders. Finally, Nenad shows up.
Did you thought that I wouldn't come or what?
Beginning to think that.
Yeah.
Because your phone's always bloody off. We just want you to talk to us.
Let's get this sorted out. If Steph's not going to be on the site, Why the hell don't he tell me?
What?
Well, he's just after Easter, boom, gone, not back.
Do you think that I did believe that he will be even today here?
Yeah, but we've got so much else to do, Nanad.
It's also so that we can get on and get the permission in for the cabins as well, that we get everything done.
The windows, look, they're not finished. The chimney's not finished. The doors don't fit properly. There's so much to do.
Nenad tries to locate the missing builders.
I trebalo je samo uzeti točke, zabiti kolce gore za generator I za jamu. Da. Nobody wants to work, and right now it's season, and they are waiting for opportunity. That's my judgment.
He can't get a straight answer as to when they'll be back to finish the job.
You know what it is now, it's coming to near the end of the job. They've had nearly all the money, yeah?
Well, that's what it feels like to us.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
To us.
To us, yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, so, you know, now they must probably start another one where they can get big bucks out of. That's what it is. I'll bet you anything you like.
The house is still such a long way off from being finished. There's the kitchen and bathrooms to fit, flooring to lay, a staircase to build, and all the decorating to do, not to mention the labour-intensive groundworks to complete. So with no clue if or when the builders will return, Frank and Alice decide to plough on with what they can by themselves and make the 2-hour drive to their nearest DIY store.
As it is now, we was hoping to be open midsummer, latter part of the summer, wasn't we?
Yeah.
But now we're in a situation, if they can't complete it soon and get the job finished so we can be open this summer, what is the point of me having them?
Stop being so negative.
Yeah, but if I was running when I was running our company...
Stop moaning.
If I said... I'm not moaning. If I said...
I've heard enough of it.
That I was starting a job at a certain date, there'd be all hell let loose if I didn't start it that day.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, Manyara's all right, but not in our situation, is it?
No, it's not.
The first of the summer holiday makers are beginning to arrive. This year is expected to be bigger than ever, with 2 new budget airlines flying to Croatia for the first time. Now the tourist season has already started, and this place should have been completely finished, but it looks like a building site. Frank, where are you?
Hi, George.
How are you?
Not so bad.
Still not finished, Frank?
No, it's a nightmare, George.
So where are the builders? Where are they?
It seems to me as if, you know, it was a winter job. There seemed too much rush to get the roof on so they could work inside. And the good weather come, hard work starts outside doing the groundwork, and there's nobody here.
So you've been abandoned, you're completely on your own now?
Yeah. To top it all, because they haven't been here for 6 weeks, our schedule is completely out the window.
Is it?
I mean, to get the planning permission for the cabins, the house has to be completed, right? So the longer the house takes to do, the longer we have to wait for the cabins.
So are you saying that the log cabins are not going to happen for the summer?
Definitely not this summer.
No way?
No way, no way.
It's now a bit of a mess, isn't it? Really, you're in a real mess.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do, Frank?
Well, unless I can get a really good builder, I'll just do it all myself.
But you're never going to do all this, not on your own. You know what it's like.
Well,
every job takes 3-4 times the amount of time it should take when you're doing it by yourself.
If it does work out that I have to do the work myself, you know, it won't be long before winter comes around again. And I don't think I can spend another winter in the caravan.
I don't want to come back in the winter, man. But how do you feel about practically missing the summer season for your new business?
It's going to make an awful lot of difference to us financially, and it does emotionally, because you are worried about what's going to happen. We went through a really bad time where we really did think about packing it all in and just going back. we got very, very depressed. I think what makes it worse is we are living on site. We are living in the caravan, staring at the building site. And when nothing's happening or you can't do enough yourselves, it really does get to you.
When I think about what you've taken on here and, you know, all the financial pressure and this enormous commitment, I mean, you know, you're giving everything up for this dream.
The thing that keeps us going is when you look at the view and when you go out and you realise why you came. But dreams don't normally come easily, do they?
No, they don't.
I really admire Frank and Alice's determination, but their situation is looking desperate. If they don't get help and are left trying to finish the house all by themselves, they can write off the summer season. They need nothing short of a miracle.
I know Alice and myself, we think a lot about the fear we have. We don't actually talk about it, but the fears are that the money won't go far enough. The cabins, if we do get them up and going and everything's right, will people enjoy it here? I just hope it does all work. I don't know where I'll go if it doesn't. What I do, perhaps I should become a Croatian builder. I don't really know.
For the last year, Frank and Alice have been struggling to open their wildlife retreat in Croatia. They've missed their summer deadline and have been racing to get the house finished so they can reapply for planning permission for their guest accommodation. The last time I was here, Frank and Alice were feeling desperately alone and their entire future was hanging in the balance. 3 months later, I've come back to see if they've been able to hold on to the dream that they so deserve. Morning, Frank.
Good morning, George.
How are you?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Good to see you.
Morning.
The caravan's still here. Are you still living in it?
No.
You're out?
Finally moved out.
Oh, that is fantastic news. But the outside looks brilliant.
Yeah,
Really good.
Yeah, the pointing up's been done and the stone facade around the windows.
Really nice. That's been some hard graft for you, hasn't it, as well?
Oh, it has. You going to come and have a look?
Come on, then. Wow. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? Actually, when you walk in and you see the double height space and the light coming in over the top, it's wonderful.
It does work, yes.
Beautiful sense of space. So what happened with the builders then? Did they come back and finish all the work off or not?
No, we've done it all ourselves.
You finished the rest of this build yourself?
Yes.
You two?
Yes,
On your own,
I've been out there
grafted?
as well.
Yeah.
Did you? Did you get the overalls on?
Yeah, yeah.
What sort of stuff are you doing?
I'm very good at moving stones now. I think I must have shifted about 2 or 3 tons.
A year ago, this place was nothing more than a pile of stones and rotting timbers. What they've achieved is incredible. In just 3 months, they've done all the finishing themselves. They must have been working 24/7, and the end result is fantastic. Outside still needs landscaping, but at least the utilities are in, and they can finally reapply for planning permission to build those all-important log cabins. In the meantime, they've come up with a plan to get the business started.
We're actually going to rent out our spare rooms.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And we have our first guests coming on Saturday.
So the business will exist at the end of the week?
Yes.
Brilliant news. The guest rooms are charming, with lovely views. And Alice will no doubt be cooking up a feast in her impressive commercial kitchen. But this is more than a guest house.
Wow, this looks great, doesn't it?
It's now home for Frank and Alice. And after a year of caravan living, they finally have hot running water and a comfortable bedroom.
So what's it like waking up here every morning?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. With the sunrise, it just streams through there and you get that lovely ambery, goldy. The birds are incredible, you know, it's the dawn chorus and it's just incredible.
That's great, and it's all you wanted, wasn't it? It was that feeling of being amongst nature. Completely quiet, you are miles away from any cars, aeroplanes, noise from streets.
We're getting like the nosy neighbours though, because if we hear a tractor coming, we're out the window. Who is it?
Highlight of the day when a tractor.
The renovation cost £140,000. Add that to the 56 grand they paid for the plot, and they've got themselves a fantastic house on 13 acres for just £200,000 and money left over to build 4 of their log cabins.
So how confident are you that you're going to get planning permission now for the log cabins?
Well, I think it is very good. I'd say it's 80%. All the park officials in Ujka Park, they're all in favour of it.
We're just going to keep trying.
There is no way back. It's just forward. I mean, we've committed ourselves this far. We can't go back.
So I love that, Frank.
Yeah.
Push it, no matter what.
You,
Even after all this that you've been through, it's like you've still got that drive.
You've got to have it. I mean, if we didn't, we'd have been home after the first month.
But what is it that makes you different?
It could be stubbornness, or it could really be that you really, really want something. I'm looking forward to the first snowfall. I'm going to light that log fire. I'm going to get one of my leather chairs in front of it. I'm going to put my feet up, I'm going to get a good book, and I'm going to stay there until I finish the book.
Your first Christmas in that house will be absolutely beautiful.
I think it will be.
I am really looking forward to it.
We are.
And look what a choice of Christmas trees we've got.
Exactly.
Frank and Alice have missed the busy summer season, but with the park open to walkers all year, Frank has already started his nature trails.
We get the golden eagle soaring above us, and I mean, that is incredible.
And they're enjoying their new home and time together. For most people, starting a new life in another country is just a pipe dream. But Frank and Alice were brave enough to do it. They've been through the most epic struggle. But after the courage and determination